Sorry, just getting things ready. Let's see. At this time, Dear Obsessive Repulsive is continuing with his NES all games for the Nintendo Entertainment System marathon. He's got more stamina than I do. Yeah, where is it? Alright, let's run an ad since this is the best time for it. There we go. I can't tell, I mean, if the main character of the game is a cat half the time or like a little girl, which is really weird to me. The game that he's playing reminds me of an anime I watched as in high school. I don't remember the Japanese title, but I remember that the American title was something like All Purpose Cat Girl Nuku Nuku. And the premise was that this young fellow was doing something, and maybe there were giant robots, and there was an accident, and this poor little kitty got injured, and the young fellow, who maybe knew a scientist or maybe was a scientist, um, had the little kitty's brain put into a robotic girl. So she was a girl, but she also acted like a cat. I'm sure there are quite a few fetishes about that. It was relatively G-rated, as I recall, though. That's about all I got, though. Cat versus girl. Alright, so I gotta do a few more things to get ready. I'm gonna try not to breathe into my microphone. Gonna fail that right away. And we'll get going. I'm not playing a cell phone game while I wait. Not at all. Hmm. Okay. There we are. Up, and my cell phone is not plugged in anymore, which would have been a nasty surprise if I ran out of power, which I want to do. Alright, there we go. Alright, fuck it, I'm bored of waiting. Let's go. Alright, now I'm going to ask that you let me know if the sound's an issue. Again, still, I think I generally have an okay balance, but one's never sure. have two dreams regarding Neverwinter Nights. The first is that Neverwinter Nights 2 gets an enhanced edition, because Neverwinter Nights 1's enhanced edition has turned out quite well. Early on, I had some doubts and skepticism, but by now, definitely. It's a good thing. My other wish list is that someone like Larian Studios does a Neverwinter Nights 3. Not for the campaign itself, just for the toolset. Heck, Baldur's Gate 3 could release the toolset, and I'd be very happy either way. I just like to see what people make. Alright, so let's see, we got 121 and 135. Yep, there we are. So, as we left off last time, I can leave the city and go to Hillspar, something I've been very much looking forward to, because I want to see how it compares to the game I played when I was 8, and more recently in February? January? Something like that. Of this year. But I have, I think, a sub-quest first. There is some undead. Apparently beneath the town. I can't just leave a town with undead folk roaming around. That'd be rude. Especially after I've broken into their tower, beat up their Jarl or Braun or whatever the fuck he is, and otherwise made a mockery of their lovely civilization. Alright. It'd be an interesting thing to try to play this as lawful good, considering this is a location where the law is particularly questionable.
There is something of interest here.
Ah. There we are. What did I find? A trapdoor. Well, that makes some sense. Oh, I don't remember looking even in here. Okay. So what do we have? We have a symbol of Bane, a torch, a medium miscellaneous brooch of shielding. I think I've got one of those, but you know what? I'm not going to turn the brooch of shielding down. A wand of something. Yawn. And a Gormstad's journal. Let's read the journal. This black leather-bound journal appears to have once belonged to Vunlar's High Priest of Bane, Gormstad, before his death. You know, when he got, dissolved. The journal recounts the priest's effort to raise an undead army from the buried remains entombed within the catacombs beneath Vunlar. Entry 1. Word has just arrived from Zental Keep, from Lord Fazol himself, no less. He's instructed me to raise an undead army for deployment against the Order of the Crippled Fang. Beg pardon. The Order of the Crippled Fang. Alas, I fear Fazul overestimates the power of the clergy here in Vunlar. Only Merkel and Karen possess sufficient experience to assist me in the ancient rituals for raising the dead. Entry 2. These Jontains continue to frustrate me. I dearly wish to see Shrey beheaded and the Earth Mother's temple razed to the ground. However, despite my best efforts, I still don't have sufficient justification to move against them. I'm unwilling to draw the wrath of Shadowdale or the Harpers by acting precipitously. But enough about those do-gooding fools. Something unexpected occurred today. Karen claims to have received telepathic contact from a mysterious being while exploring the darkest reaches of the catacombs. Upon further investigation, we found a sealed door, besides an ancient stone pillar etched with scenes glorifying the Black Lord Bane. No more communication was forthcoming, so I will try again on the morrow. Entry 3. The mysterious entity today revealed itself to me. His name is Shrazgul, and he claims to have once been a powerful priest of Bane before he was eventually rewarded with eternal life. I have heard of such beings, Bane Liches they are called, the result of the Black Lord's greatest blessing. I'm skeptical of this. I believe I have discovered a powerful ally, although Shrazgul's intentions are still unclear. He has asked me to recover 4 missing pieces of Bane's symbol, which will enable the magically sealed door to open. I will do as he requested. I do not fear Shazgul, for we serve the same lord, do we not? I feel like that's a bad idea. Entry 4. I managed to recover the pieces of the missing symbol, which were scattered around the furthest reaches of the catacombs, and gain access to Shazgul's resting place. He is magnificent to behold, a festering visage of dread and terror made real. Someone must have imprisoned the Bane Lich beneath Wunlar, although it makes no sense for such a revered servant of the Black Lord to be imprisoned directly beneath one of his temples. I feel like he's not actually a follower of Bane. But we'll see. I searched the ancient texts and journals in the temple for clues, but all mentions of Shrazgul seem to have been erased. The Bane Lich would not answer my questions regarding his imprisonment, but he did lend his assistance raising corpses in the catacombs to do my bidding. This is a boon indeed. Entry 5. I am beginning to realize that something is terribly amiss with my new ally. Shrazgul seeks more control over the undead than I am happy to permit, and I am helpless to deny his power. He is possessed of an unimaginable arrogance, bordering on blasphemy. Is it possible that Shrazgul was bound there by the priesthood of the Black Lord as penance for past sins? Entry 6. I have been betrayed. The undead horde I spent these last months amassing has turned against me. Shrazgul was behind it all. I fear he is no longer a servant of Bane's will. No, the Bane Lich has his own agenda. To make matters worse, Merkel and Karen were slain by the very dead they helped animate. I saw them torn apart by jagged claw and broken fang. At least their deaths warned me of Shrazgul's betrayal before I suffered the same fate. I managed to steal the fourth piece of the symbol before fleeing the catacombs, sealing the Bane Lich in his chamber once again. The remaining 3 pieces are still down there. No doubt Shrazgul will send his minions to recover the last quadrant. They are slow and cumbersome, but eventually they will discover the entrance to the surface. The Zhentarim representatives in town have assured me that reinforcements are on their way from Zendel Keep. Until then, Wunlar is woefully unprepared in the event of an Order attack. This is the final entry in the journal. The ink still looks fresh. Okay. Good to know. Alright. Well, dude. I could have told you that was going to end badly, but alright. Whatever. We're all yawning. Let's go down. Old catacombs. I wonder if my drow armor is going to be an issue. It's from a different module, but it's from the module from the prequel, so... Or from a prequel module, so the same weaknesses might be in effect. I suppose we'll have to see. There's a palpable sense of decay in this place. You hear moans and shuffling from close by. Well, that's reassuring. Alright. We'll assume that some of this map came about because of, Gormstad's journal. Oh, shit. Okay. You have located a hidden trapdoor leading to the catacombs, which are crawling with undead, all seemingly acting with a singular purpose. You should hunt down whatever is directing them. Alright, well, let's, Bane dead. Let's put Rapid Shot back on. I didn't actually realize I wasn't. Stop running to things when you've got a bow and arrow. It's really annoying. Alright.
A quick in and out should do it.
Guys, don't go too far ahead. You can lead them back here.
As you wish.
Masterwork longsword. Well, always gonna have stuff to sell. If anyone in Hillsfar asks why I'm doing there, perhaps I'm a traitor. A trader, not a traitor. A little bit of both, perhaps. Goodness, okay.
A quick in and out should do it.
I'm wondering if this is the exact opposite direction of where I really wanted to go, but I suppose I'll find out. Because I'm thinking up here and here look like they'll be interesting. Still, I can always turn back and explore other parts. Minions of Tyranny. Oh, my. Okay. Well, I think I've got one of these already. So let's try putting them in the same place. Where is it? Up here? And a whip. I do like me a whip. Don't do that. Stop clicking the wrong spot. Alright. Okay. Yep. This extra weaponry might do me some good though in explaining why I'm going to Hillsfar. Alright.
All done.
Appreciate it.
Sure thing.
Oh, that one's locked, but this one's not. Interesting. Someone's doing weird things in the background. Alright, so I gotta go around here, I think. Sometimes you gotta be positioned right to open. Oh. Never mind some nice armor, huh? Come on. There we go. Alright, so I've got 2 pieces so far. I'm thinking I'm actually going to go up and then come back down, because this seems like there's a lot more to explore down than up. So let's see about getting into those itty-bitty corridors. Oh, wrong way. Alright. Dire Guard. Not even sure what that means. Arrow bait, I suppose. Alright.
You won't know what hit you.
Okay. Ooh. That looks pretty impressive too over there. I wonder if it links up. Oh, Karen, the priest. Oh, sorry, dude. Sucks to be you. So let's see, this way. And now I want to go south again.
The dead feel no pain.
I think it's invisible. Ah, hello. Oh, and there's Merkel. It looks exactly the same as Karen. Interesting. Well, you know how it goes. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's head north. So, I have 2 pieces of the what's-its out of 4. I need to find 2 more, and I need to find the door that it's supposed to open. Because I suspect, while it's probably not the wisest thing to do, I'm going to have to open that door to kill whatever's inside it. That's my guess. I might be incorrect, but I feel like that's where this is going. Alright. Let's go up high. I don't like anyone using Isaacs on my friends. So, even if Aramis is kind of a dick. So they're all dead, it looks like. Okay. Ouch. Walked right into a trap. Okay, I'm thinking up here is going to be where the door is. That's my guess based on this architecture. Shrazgul's lair, indeed. Alright. There he is. I just kind of walked right into him. Okay, I gotta be a little closer. Alright. There we go. Knockdown's always nice. Thank you, Esther. Alright. I think the tentacles are from... Well, they're not hurting me, so I guess they're from, Aramuth. Yeah, he seems like the sort, admittedly. Alright. Well, this is a little dark for my taste. Dark enough to break out the gamma settings? Maybe not yet, but I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Okay, there's a sarcophagus there. I'll have to go that way and deal with. It'd be nice to have a place to rest, but I think Esther really could use one. Oh well, here's what it is. Am I using flaming arrows? I fucking am. Stop that. I was not inclined to waste so many flaming arrows. There we go. I mean, they're good against undead, granted, but I think I was fine with regular arrows. Alright. Let's see about resting a little bit over here. Okay, so there's the lair. We definitely don't want to go there yet. I want to finish gathering everything else. And, you know, looting the place for treasure, of course. Alright. Okay. So let's see what's up this way. As we head up... Oh. An eerie red light illuminates a stone pillar, which is carved with images depicting scenes of tyranny and oppression. You sense a great evil nearby. Alright, so this is where I'd put everything to get down there. Now, I could just leave him locked up in there, but apparently he's gonna... Well, I mean, if I left him up in there, and then went and took the, okay, the thing to Hillsfar, would that necessarily be that bad of an idea? Because he'd have to send his undead all the way to Hillsfar to get the piece from me, right? On the other hand, they'd probably massacre the town for being in the way. So I suppose.
A quick in and out should do it.
Alright, so I gotta make sure I go on the paths I haven't gone on. So I gotta remember which ways I've gone, which ones I haven't, because there might be treasure. Where am I? There I am. Oh, let's get that asshole. Oh.
Stand and fight.
The sad thing is I can't use an explosive arrow like an area effect. I do need to have a target for it. So I can't like aim it in between.
I'm done.
You'll be fine, Larsa. There we are. Alright. Is that all of them? Seems like maybe. Let's see about things to loot around here, and then maybe more resting. Okay. Ah, I can't rest. There are enemies nearby. Interesting. Alright. Ah, there's one. There's the enemy. So let's head up here. See if we can get out of detection range. There we go. Okay. Nice. Okay. Definitely have to make sure I take the winding paths, though. So, we'll just see how that goes. I guess I'll go down and then maybe up that way.
I will strike you down or fall in the attempt.
Come on, turn around. Okay. Okay, I can see how this works. Can I get that guy from here?
My blade shall lead the way.
There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Goodness. I'm gonna need to find... I've got like 15,000 empty bags, so let's just shove it into an empty bag. 1, 2. There we go. Alright. So what? Copies. Bar of Mithril. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why I'd need one, but you know what? Just keep it anyway. Either it's useless, in which case I've got it anyway, or it's... Uh-oh. Ah, there he is. Okay. Those look like things I might want to give to my... Oh, I did forget to do that. I was gonna armor up my henchmen, but honestly, they seem to be doing fine. So, we'll armor them up in a bit, maybe when this is all over with. Or if I keep dying. Right now we're doing okay, though, so... Let's head this way first, and then we'll head back and around for all the crannies I've missed. As we make our way back up there. There we go. There we go. Oh, shoot. I might be running out of room. Or at least weight capacity, but we'll deal with that later. Don't run towards something when you can shoot them. Dipshit. Could always send it to the henchman too. I keep forgetting I can use henchmen for carrying capacity now. Stop using my fucking fire arrows. I don't want you to use fire arrows. I don't even know what bag she's getting them out of, but I don't like it. Fire arrows are fucking expensive. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ah, alright. So, 4th quadrant. My inventory is full. So, let's, this is gonna be fun to try to find everything later. Alright, so let's see. Those are 0.5. I could probably take those out. Let's find heavier stuff. 4 is definitely heavier, so let's move that. Let's move this and this. How much heavier is that? Another 4. Now you're quite heavy. I would definitely like to move you into a nice, cozy little thing. Alright. Okay, let's see about putting these in here. Alright. Seems okay. So I think I've got all 4 now. Which I kinda suspected. It's got a very quadrant feel, this whole setup. So now we can make our way back. I will say, as fine these 4 parts of the thing goes, this was not as tedious as it could have been. Let's save before I fuck up and have to redo the whole thing. Because God knows I've done that.
The dead feel no pain.
Really? Are you sure about that? She reminds me a little bit of Ileana, a little uncomfortably. I'd really rather Ileana not like
Dead feel no pain.
we not see that sort of nonsense again. Come on. Oh, nice. Okay, well we'll loot you later. Now, who keeps shooting me from the back? There we are.
A quick in and out should do it.
Fortunately, I'm quite sturdy. Alright. Alright. So, we've got some things to loot. Let's work on that. Braces of Dexterity 3. That is nice, actually. Alright. I'm thinking maybe I should start letting you carry shit. Especially shit that's probably not going to sell for a huge amount, but my compulsive tendencies won't let me just leave. So let's see. Nope. Nope. Yes, let's give you all the masterwork stuff. Okay. Why don't I give this to you, actually? That's one. Now let's see if I can figure out where I put the rest of them. One. That is nice. I might give that to him later when I'm figuring out what to do with actually arming these jerks. Okay. What'd I do with the others? Now I'm a little concerned. I've got one here. Ah, there's the others. Okay. 2 and 3. Okay, so now let's go back to looting shit. Oh, hello, raiders! I'm sorry if I didn't see you guys come in. How are you? Hi, Obsessive. You're definitely welcome to have all of my nights, even if they are in the winter. Well, that's good. That's good. Sometimes they are indeed in the winter. So I hope you're having fun. What did you finish off playing? And just for you, I will not tell people to follow you. All I will say is that I have had a lot of fun following Obsessive Repulsive. If you would like to also have fun, well, then I'm not going to judge if you decide to follow in my footsteps. Though Obsessive doesn't like having followers. Finished with Pro Wrestler, so all done with the P's. Nice. What's next? Q? Are there a lot of Qs? I feel like there probably wouldn't be, but it occurs to me that I do not know anything about Nintendo's repertoire. 2 Q games. Okay. I guess Qbert would be one, wouldn't it? Are you looking forward to them, or do you think they're going to be miserable? All right. Well, you came in as I was inventory managing, which is terribly uninteresting. I do apologize for that. S, T, and W are the heavy hitting. Gotcha. Oh, that worm game I made Plunge Play, I think, is in the W's, so That's good to keep in mind. Belated ops raid, yeah. It's okay. I mean, it took me a while to notice too, because I was busy fucking around with my own inventory. How are you, Emmy? So, for anyone new here, I am Squid Monarchy. I play almost exclusively Neverwinter Nights modules. For some, we all have our niche, I suppose. For some backstory, Neverwinter Nights was a game that came out in 2002 that got a very nice kind of remastered edition, enhanced edition in 2017. The notable thing about Neverwinter Nights, aside from being a fairly generic if fun third edition D&D game, is that it came with a tool set called the Aurora tool set, which is surprisingly user-friendly. And thus, in the past 22 years, folks have created their own adventures, and some of them are spectacular, and some of them are mediocre. But it's kind of like fan fiction. It's like it's sometimes you gotta wade through a fair bit to get to the really good stuff, but there's some really really good stuff, and I've been really lucky because everything I've played on this channel so far has been excellent in different ways. Um, Inventory managing is all about your OCD. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. I'm not too. I just need to be able to function, and I'm very bad at it. And I keep telling myself, oh, after stream, I'll find some time and just log on and fix my inventory. And do I ever? No, no. Glad to hear that you're good. So the game I'm playing right now is actually a premium module, which means one of the official. It's not exactly a DLC. It's not big enough for that, but basically it's kind of like, well, Neverwinter Nights had its DLCs in Shadows of Undertide and Hordes of the Underdark, but it also released what's called premium modules, which are fairly substantial adventures in their own right. They don't add too much to the system itself, which I think is why they don't count as DLCs, but they're very cool. And some of them have some really interesting backstories. Why do off stream when I can do on stream? I think people would be bored by watching me try to spend an hour sorting my inventory. But then again, maybe then I'd do it, as opposed to keep saying I will and then not doing it. So I'm gonna have to weigh that back and forth. You might have a point there, Ops. Alright, so let's see. I went up this way before. My destination's over here, so I might as well go up this way, because that's the path I didn't go down. So this particular adventure, Tyrants of the Moonsea, has an interesting backstory. Back in the early 2000s, Atari had been distributing Neverwinter Nights and so on. Had contracted with some kind of independent folks to make these premium modules like mini DLCs that I was talking about before, and this was one of them. That said, the program kind of collapsed, and there were quite a few of these proposed projects that never got finished. People didn't get paid, but these are folks who really really love what they do, I guess, and they finished it up in their own right and released them for free with on the then Neverwinter Vault, so anyone could play them. This included Darkness over Daggerford and a version of Tyrants of the Moonsea, which was actually part of a trilogy made by the creator. When the enhanced edition came out in 2017, I guess the folks who did it, Beamdog, had a little bit more money, so they actually paid some of the folks who had started and released those premium modules, or would-be premium modules, like Darkness over Daggerford and Tyrants of the Moonsea, to make spiffier versions. And they did. Now you gotta pay for them, unfortunately, but honestly, the professional edge behind it is probably worth the cost, I think. Especially given all that the creators have done with for the community and with the community in the years in between. I think it's still a good thing to give them money if you got money. But that said, you can play the free versions. There are fewer bells and whistles, maybe a few side quests in the paid one that's not in the original, but it's still quite good. And I just walked into a trap, so I beg your pardon. Alright, well, I should probably not let my other folk die. Let's do this.
Feel no pain.
Oh, my poor Aster Greysteel is probably gonna die. He'll get better. I'm the worst party manager here. Alright. Look at him. He does knockdowns and everything like that, and I'm just looking at him going, yeah, you're half dead. I'm not going to give you a potion. You're fine. Alright. So now that I've given you the backstory, I can tell you about the plot, if you care. The plot of Tyrants of the Moonsea is basically that you've been hired to go to the Moonsea, which is a region particularly known for, well, tyrants. It's a very accurate title. The Moonsea is a region of the Forgotten Realms that includes places like Zental Keep and Hillsfar, and if you know a lot about Forgotten Realms lore, which I don't actually, but we're going to leave that aside for the moment, there's a lot of little city-states with very, very despotic rulers and so on. So, today, well, I haven't gotten very far in the plot yet. There's a cult that's invading some of the miscellaneous little towns, and I ran afoul of them. I also helped free someone from the evil ruler of this particular town, who was just kind of imprisoning the poor fellow for his own entertainment. And now I'm in some catacombs trying to deal with some undead. That's where I am. Now you're caught up. These are my companions. This is Aster Greysteel. He is a neutral good fighter. He's pretty useful. I love his portrait. There is Aramuth, the half-elf wizard who's chaotic evil. I think he's going to turn on me at some point, but maybe that's just me being judgmental against evil people. He's got a chip on his shoulder, especially because he resembles an elf more than he resembles a human, and apparently that's an issue for him. And this is Larissa, who is undead. But unlike most undead, she's a rogue, by the way, she does not feel the need to eat people's brains or anything like that. She's actually quite nice. I hope she doesn't turn on me either. Alright. So, that's pretty much it. You got the backstory now. So, I am trying to get in to see a lich that... I mean, technically speaking, I feel like I could just leave him here and just take the keys to open his dungeon with me. But then, again, he's been sending undead off into the town, and eventually they're going to find the way up and kill people. So, I suppose I should just kill this lich now. And where's the last piece? It's D&D rules. You can't just leave things alone when you can either let it out or kill it, right? I think that's the rule. Alright, here we go. Oh, and I never showed off my character. This is Alina Frayne. A arcane archer. Chaotic good. She started off neutral good, but I kept robbing people, so you know. This portrait is a fan-created portrait I got from the Neverwinter Vault. And I quite like it. It's funny, because I've mentioned this before, but the person who made this portrait actually released a tutorial as to how she did it, using various Photoshop and stock photos, and I forget where she got the armor from, like the image of the armor, but like rotating and dying and things like that, and it looked really fun. But I am not very artistic, so I would never have been able to make it work. Sadly, I lost that tutorial, and I was really sad about that. And I've never been able to find it again. One day I'll find it. Alright. There we go. So, here we go. Let's kill a lich. Oh, there's a voice from the darkness. Let's see what this does. Oh, cutscene. As you enter the chamber, the smell of death and decay becomes overpowering. The very air seems to grow colder. You hear the sound of bones creaking, and then a mad cackle echoes from the center of the chamber. A rasping voice speaks out from the shadowy dais. Ah, no voice acting for this part. Okay. Come no closer, mortal, unless you seek your doom. Did Gormstad send you? That useless insect shows little regard for the chosen servant of his god. Has the priesthood fallen so far, I wonder? Who are you? Who am I? I am Shazgul, in life known as the Reaver, the Widowmaker, and the Hand of Doom. I was the chosen instrument of the Black Lord Bane, and he rewarded me with unending life for the glorious tyranny I spread in his name. Then he betrayed me. What do you mean he betrayed you? The Black Lord saw his chosen grow ever stronger. So great was my power, and so glorious the tyranny I wrought, that eventually Lord Bane himself began to fear me. He imprisoned me here beneath my temple. Yet now I'm free. The priesthood? What do you mean? Ah, so you're not with the church. An outsider, then. Why do you come to the lair of Shrazgul, the Chain Lord, enslaver of thousands and scourge of the north? Speak quickly, lest my patience wear thin, and I add your skull to this gleaming pile. How have you remained hidden for so long? Little did Bane suspect that his own death and rebirth would weaken the magic binding me here. Yeah, that was a whole in-universe event. They called it the Time of Troubles. With my undead army, I shall spread tyranny and suffering throughout the north. Eventually, Bane himself will bow before me. I shall become a god. No. I'm not about to pledge myself to his cause. I won't allow you to carry out your evil schemes. You hear a rasping chuckle, a horrible sound like the gurgle of a man choking on his own blood. Nothing gives me greater satisfaction than the dying shrieks of the righteous. Come and die, fool. Alright, well now... Oh. I'm still in the cutscene. This is not good. Alright, there we go. Out of the cutscene. So there's Shrazgul. And those are not hostile yet. Shit. Okay, there we go. Now I can do shit. I'm going to shoot you with an arrow that explodes. Uh-oh. I'm just hoping that means it didn't register yet. Or he's immune to fire. That's not good. Alright, well let's kill the henchman first. It's not great. Sometimes I think it's better to target the most powerful one, but the little ones can kill you while you're trying to kill the most powerful ones pretty easily, so... If you kill the little ones, then you're only dealing with the most powerful one, right? Who knows? It's my logic here, and actually, let's potion myself. Alright. Oh shit. Hi. I guess I should probably start shooting you because you're right here in my face. Fortunately, I have point-blank range, so I can actually shoot him with an arrow even though he's in my face. But I'm not really a big fan of it, so let's run away. Alright, now, this is better. I mean, he's a mage, so it's not like he can't shoot me with fucking faraway stuff anyway. Oh, shoot. I don't like that summoned succubus. She sneak attacks me. Oh, fuck. Alright, well.
You won't know what hit you.
Bane, man. Yeah, he's a dick. I'm glad he died, and, well, I'm not going to say I'm glad he died and most of his portfolio got stolen by Surik, because Surik is more annoying. But I don't miss him. I have opinions about Surik. You'll never see me play a Surik worshipper. Because there's someone, God, I don't remember who said it. Ah, I wish I did. Maybe it was a reviewer somewhere or in a book somewhere, but they joked about Surik worshipping basically being the equivalent of "fuck you, Dad" in evil religion D&D form, and I thought that was hilarious. He's like, yeah, he's completely unsubtle and an utter douche. All right, so let's see. We can try. Probably do a little better with a couple defensive spells up, right? Alright, well, I'm not going to read the dialogue again, because I did that. Who are you? What do you mean he betrayed you? Priesthood, what do you mean? How have you remained hidden? I won't allow you. Alright, there we go. I like to try to pick the same dialogue options. Unless I genuinely think I made a bad role-playing choice. Otherwise, I like to pick the same dialogue options. So, okay, well, let's try killing that guy. I've got rapid shot, yeah? Oh, shit. Rapid shot's not on. No wonder. No wonder I'm sucking. On the plus side, magic missiles don't do much good when you have ghostly visage up. Alright, let's finish killing that guy. Yeah, this is going a little better, I think. I have to admit this is going quite a bit better. Okay. Shit. No one's killing that guy. If I don't kill him now, he's gonna give me trouble. Oh. Actually, hold on. Where did I put that thing? Not there, not there. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's inertial barrier. I spent a shit ton of money on something. I need to figure out where I put it. See, this is why I should probably look into better inventory management. Acknowledged, acknowledged. There we go. Now, this is going to be a pain in the ass to deal with, but I'm an archer, I don't need to move. Oh, hey, I've got just enough room. Alright. Now it should be a lot harder for him to kill me with that death spell. Hey, get back here. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. So, let's kill this fucker.
Surrender or prepare to meet your end.
Bane is kind of a dick, but
Have mercy on
this
you.
guy's also a dick, whether or not Bane is himself. Ah, don't heal yourself, you fucker. That's my privilege. Alright. There's something very fun about fireball arrows. Oh, nope. Evil beneath rumor. Up, Larsa's badly wounded. Poor Larsa. I really gotta give them better equipment. Light flail. And that looks like a talisman of evil. I probably won't be able to use that. But just in case. Ooh, a great sword plus 2 is gonna sell for something nice. I just gotta finish putting it in. Let's switch that out. Alright, well that worked out pretty well. I think I killed a lich. One should always kill a lich, right? Oh, for fuck's sake, get in there. I don't think I need like 3 bones, though. But they're there, you know how it is. You just can't not loot things. Alright, anything decent over here? Anything I can use to teleport the fuck out of here? That's the one thing I missed from the base game. It's just teleporting out. I don't want to walk. Alright. So let's see what my journal entry says. Upon collecting the pieces of a holy symbol of Bane and inserting them into a pillar, as one does, you gained access to a sealed chamber below the catacombs. There you confronted the Bane Lich, Shrazgul, an undead priest imprisoned by the Black Lord as punishment for his hubris. Well, hopefully he doesn't have a phylactery somewhere and doesn't get back up. I suppose if he does, that's someone else's problem. Chaotic goods are the slackers of the good kingdom. Alright. Am I sure that there's nothing else down there? I think so. Well, if I missed out, I missed out. Someone's doing something. Alright. I will say the Moonsea is the one region where I really can't be like, why the fuck do people let? Like, it's a common complaint of mine when I play the Forgotten Realms games, that if you go in the city and like there's a temple of Cyric right there, it's like, why on earth would you allow people devoted to the god of murder to make a temple in your town. Odds are they're gonna start murdering people. I mean, but it makes sense in the Moonsea to have temples to Bane because the Moonsea is, well, full of tyrants. Hence the title. Like Malthier of Hillsfar and Manshun. Well, I think it's Fizul now. In Zental Keep. Yeah, okay. They're gonna like tyranny. Okay, yeah. And Bane is the god of tyranny, so it makes sense. I guess you could pick Sirik for that too, but Sirik. Oh shit! I was not expecting that. You are struck by a feeling of overwhelming dread, so great that it forces you to your knees. A dark cloud gathers and coalesces into a vaguely humanoid shape of absolute blackness. The voice that booms in your mind belongs to a being of ineffable power. Oh, fun.
Your arrogance is amusing, mortal. Few would have the audacity to do what you just did. You are fortunate that Shrazgul was a nuisance whose usefulness ended long ago. Your insolence shall be excused on this occasion.
Shit.
The Prince of Lies plays a dangerous game. Not
That's
only does he
Sirik.
send his underlings to attack and kill my priests, but he also contrives to free one of my wayward servants from his rightful prison. Such boldness can only
Okay.
be answered in
So that
time.
seems to imply that these cultists who made all this trouble are Sirik worshippers. Well, that makes sense. Sirik is Sirik. Unfortunately, that means that there's a well, whether it's one of those things. It's like, okay, if the Sirik worshippers manage to overthrow some of these petty tyrants, and right now they seem to be focused on making the Zental keep the Zentarum miserable, which is great because the Zentarum are evil. The problem is the Zentarum and the folks from Hillsfar are kind of fighting each other, and Hillsfar folks are also pretty fucking evil. And then you have all the people of the towns and city-states who are under their dominion. If the balance is fucked up, then they're all gonna fucking die. So, yeah. That's kind of where we're sitting, I think, with this. I don't know if there's an answer. I'd love to liberate Hillsfar, though, because I'm irrationally fond of Hillsfar. Okay, here we go.
I will allow you to walk away from here alive. Your goals are known to me, and they suit my purposes well. Keep on your current path and exterminate this threat to my power. Or earn the eternal enmity of the Black Lord. Annihilate the Order.
Well, I suppose this is a good way to get the evil folks on board with the quest. Because sometimes you do play the game if you're playing an evil character and you're like, why am I even doing this? I liked Hordes of the Underdark for that because there was a point where you could say, why am I even doing this? And then you could side with the bad guy. Alright. Bane himself appeared before you. God warned you not to fail in your efforts to stop the Order of the Crippled Fang, which the Black Lord believes serves his rival Sirik. Perhaps Lady Shrey can shed some light on these events. Yeah, let's go. Let's talk to her. Maybe we can sell shit. I feel more comfortable selling the shit I found to her than to the other guy, especially since I kind of wiped out the other guy's coffers. Alright, so there's Lady Shrey.
Hail and well met.
Welcome back, friend Alina. What can I do for you this night? Well, I've taken care of the undead beneath Vunlar. Shantae be praised. It seems my fears were well founded then. We are fortunate indeed that a ranger of your stature was around to take care of the problem. Tell me, Alina, what did you find down there? A horde of undead under the control of a Banelich. A Banelich? I had thought such creatures gone from the realms. The Black Lord Bane created many of them centuries ago, but they possessed too much of the Master's domineering nature, would not submit to the rules that governed his mortal priesthood. How could this Banelich escape notice for so long? None apart from Bane's worshippers have been permitted access to the sacred catacombs beneath Vunlar. If this Banelich was imprisoned by his own Dark Master, then he could have been there for centuries without being disturbed. What happened to the others? When Bane was slain during the time of troubles, his son, Yaktu Tvim, I think, attempted to take over his dark legacy. The surviving Baneliches were unwilling to follow the God's Son or further his goals, so he had most of them destroyed. Eachtutsvim feared that Bane could reform himself through the residual power he had invested in his undead priests. Little did he suspect that Bane would instead use Svim's own divine blood to rebirth himself. The son died, and the father was reborn again. I believe Bane manifested himself to me. Shrey's eyes widened in shock. You drew the direct attention of the Black Lord? Such a thing is almost unheard of. Tell me, what happened? What did this manifestation say to you? Bane believes the Order serves the Prince of Lies. The Order of the Crippled Fang, sponsored by Sirik? It makes sense. Chaos and fear are often tools employed by the Prince of Lies in the past. But if true, the Moonsea could find itself in the grip of a huge religious war. I need to think more on this and pray to my goddess for guidance. Thank you for taking care of the undead threat. You have possibly saved Woundlar from a fate worse than the Order attempted to unleash. Well, I got some experience points for it. Not really any reward, but to be fair, she didn't promise me a reward. Alright. So, let's see about selling this shit. Temple goods, please. Yes. You're unfavorable. I just saved your fucking order and unfavorable. Isn't that how the way of it? Oh, no, you don't have anything. You have, my love. Wrong one. Astar's who I wanted, not Aramith. There we go. I forgot which face went with whom. Okay. Okay. Was it worth carting all these around? Probably not. Will I do it again? Absolutely. Alright, so let's see. What do we want to sell? I could sell some of those leaves. Okay, so let's see. These include things I want to keep, but I like to keep an eye on what my stat boosters I have. So I've got Fortitude +2, Protection +3, Armor +4, Agility +. I could start giving you guys stuff, couldn't I? I guess we'll see as we go. That's another ring +3. What do you have? You have a ring +2. Let's take that off. Let's give you this, and do the others need a ring plus? You could use a ring +2. Okay. Let's sell some jewels. I refuse to buy things from my henchmen because I'm awful. But I will arm them with stuff I have, admittedly. Amulet of Will +3. That's +5. On the other hand, Mage, Fighter, Thief. Not really much use for another Will. Okay. Larissa. So you are seeing some of my inventory management here, I guess. Alright. I want to make sure that you have bolts. Mostly because I don't feel like fucking carrying them. Okay. I think we're okay there. Oh, cure light wounds. Maybe I'll keep them. Sell the rags though. Alright. Sell the masterwork longsword. +2. Don't need bullets. Don't need scimitars. I don't think anyone in my retinue uses scimitars. Ooh. Whoa. Created by and for the Red Wizards and their agents, these black whips can daze a victim on a successful hit and bend them to the wielder's will. So bonus feat is disarm, +1. Daze on hit and charm person. Well, I don't think any of us use it, though. Do you? Nope. So let's just sell it. Selling it to the good folks, though, means it's probably less likely to be used to conquer the realm. Maybe. Unless they get killed off. Always possible. Alright, bracers of dex +2. I think I'm going to give that to you, because I think I've got a better dex bracer. I'm just going to keep an eye out for it. You may notice I'm not really giving her the best shit I have. That's kind of intentional, because I don't think she's going to come with me after this module. Assuming I survive it. So, besides, they'll come back to life if I'm alive, but I won't come back to life if they're alive. So, natural armor +4. Okay, do I have any other natural armor? Nope. Okay. So we're going to keep that +4, but we're going to see if I have anything else. Alright. What does Astar use? Uses a long sword +2. That's not terrible. The great sword's a +2, so we're not going to worry about that. The Night Thief's Nimble Knife. The Night Thief was a vicious assassin who specialized in fighting with 2 daggers. The Nimble Knife was the weaker of the 2 items, but it granted him greater abilities in combat. One merchant in Sembia discovered these abilities when he laid an ambush for the assassin. He found all 12 of his guards dead, and the lure, a 2-pound diamond, gone. Huh. Ambidexterity, but okay. I don't think it's that interesting, to be honest. Cool name, but beyond that. What does the mage need? He's got a staff of defense. Nah, I should probably leave that with him. Got a shit ton of other staffs of defense. Alright, I'm gonna need that for Hillsfar. Because Hillsfar is incredibly Ooh. No, we're gonna keep... Alright. The Black Lord's Caress. This ancient and terrible weapon was presumed lost to the realms when the Bane Lich Strasgul disappeared in 1135. Strasgul was infamous for wielding this weapon with abandon, even employing it against fellow worshippers of Bane when he judged them guilty of some supposed slight against him. The wicked head of the flail can smash through bone with ease. Strasgul named the weapon the Black Lord's Caress in a supposed act of piety towards his deity. Alas, that wasn't enough to stop Bane from imprisoning his wayward priest when he became too difficult to control. Oh, wow. +4. Alright, we might keep that. Also, it looks like 5,000 is the limit she'll purchase things for, and this will sell for much more than that. Mace of Darkness. Only usable by evil. Can what's-his-name use it? These weapons are used by many evil priests and warriors across the realms. The metal maces are fearsomely spiked and allow the wielder to create darkness at will. Only evil beings may use these weapons. If they touch the flesh of a good-aligned person, they immediately deal a powerful electric shock. Fair. I mean, I could give it to Aramuth, but on the other hand, I don't really want an NPC creating a globe of darkness when I'm trying to fight. I have enough trouble trying to fucking figure out what's going on, so we're gonna sell that. Well, no, actually, it hits the limit of 5,000. Did I sell anything for less than 5,000, or for 5,000 before? Nope, looks like I've kept it to less. Though that came close, that scimitar +3. Hi, baby. What are you up to? What are you up to? Coming to see me? Yeah? Aw. My cat's finally allowed me to interact with her. It took a very long time. But it's worth it. Alright, so let's see. What else do we want to get rid of? Nymph Cloak, Cloak of the Bat. Unfortunately, most of this stuff... Inertial Barrier. You know, I don't know. The boots of Elvenkind, though, might be good for her. So let's give her some boots of Elvenkind. Dex and move silently. Yeah, I think those would be good for her. Sadly, I did not keep that the evil robe of awesome. Or I could have probably given that to Aramuth. Would I have? Interesting question. Alright. Versus evil +2. What are you wearing? Aramuth's robe. On the other hand, you're probably good with dodge. Oh cool, there's descriptions. Aramuth's robe is of the finest quality, embodying the height of Waterdavian fashion, around 50 years ago. Still, the strong enchantments weaved into the cloth more than compensates for its slightly outdated style. It's a miracle Aramuth hasn't been killed for having the audacity to wear such an outfit in the Moonsea. That's probably true. Would you like a battle robe? Ah. It is kind of funny how it switches from male to female style. Come on, let him show off some cleavage, right? See, this is what this looks like in my position. Alright. Hold on. Is that better or worse? Same. Okay, we'll let him have that. You can keep your other robe. Waller's belt? Bludgeoning. Ooh, bludgeon a mage. Anyone who knows him, probably. Hey, what are you doing? You sniffing my foot? My foot is not very well, it is actually probably quite smelly. You don't want to do that, kitten. Alright, longsword +2. Oh. I could give that to what's his name. Well, we'll think about that. That belonged to an NPC I was quite fond of who got murdered. I was quite sad. Okay. Should be another staff of defense. Okay. Oh, it doesn't have enough gold for that one. Fair enough. Well, that's how you know it's swanky. Alright. I guess that's okay. I think I've pretty much drained her coffers. Anything else I want to buy from them? Not really. Alright. I suppose that means we're ready to go off to Hillsfar. I've been looking forward to this. Hillsfar was my first D&D computer game. I was about 8. Had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Just basically would wander around, break into places, get arrested, go to the arena, and and be intensely amused when I'd die in the arena. Well, because, you see the carriage, and there'd be the little sack where your body is being carried off, and I don't know, it's probably kind of disturbing that I found that so entertaining. Alright, so let's see. Now we're going off to Hillsfar. I'm curious to see how, obviously decades have passed in the setting between that game and this one. I'm interested to see if the creator of this game took anything from, the old Hillsfar style and design into account when making the town. I'm guessing it won't seem that similar because with those older games, everything seems a bit more expensive because of the way that it works. Kind of like if you ever play Arena versus Skyrim. Obviously Skyrim, there's so much more to it. But if you just look at the sheer breadth of area that Arena covers from the various countries and towns and so on, it's spectacular. There's no way they could do that in Skyrim type graphics and with the resources that they have, because it would require so much more power. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice splash scene. Oh, there's a map. It's like a Darkness over Daggerford map. Look at this. So there's Thar. There's the Moonsea. There's Cormanthor. That's the forest where Myth-Drannor is. I was in Myth-Drannor when I played the last of the Hunt Through the Dark series. Not many gonna remember Arena. I know we're old. But it's freeware now. So someone might remember it. The Galena Mountains. Look at this map. Lovely. I feel like I made the right choice accidentally by playing A Hunt Through the Dark before this because I feel vaguely attached to Myth-Drannor because Vesserin spent so long fucking around in Myth-Drannor. So now I'm like, oh yeah. It feels weird that he's not mentioned. Yeah, at one point there was a drow who helped us out. Not Drist, some other guy. He was a bit more of a jerk, and he might have blown up a marketplace. He kind of vanished pretty quickly. Alright, so I guess we can't go straight to Hillsfar. We'll be going to Shind Road East. Shind Road East. Ah, well, it's rather snowy, isn't it? Let's talk to everybody. Are you okay, Alina? The cold doesn't affect me, but I can tell by the tiny crystals forming on your skin that it's well below freezing. Tell me about yourself. Anything new? I'm afraid that there's not much to tell. It's been 3 years since I awakened in my present condition. Whatever dark ritual was performed to make me undead, it wiped my memory clean. All I remember upon waking was a name, that and a face. A young face, a boy. Who he is and what meaning he holds, I can't remember. It's like trying to find a stone in a huge black cavern. 10 bucks says it's our enemy. Alright. I asked these before, so I'm just gonna run through to see if there's anything new in her responses. Okay. Can I ask you some questions? Okay. Thoughts on our current okay. I feel like I've asked this before, but maybe I didn't save. So. Okay. Shind Road is dangerous. You shouldn't feel ashamed if you need to return to Vunlar every so often to rest and improve your equipment. Oh, interesting. So they're basically telling me I might have to go back to town to deal with things, which is fair. Though it looks like I can rest here. Well, coming out of Crimson Tides, I think I'm better equipped than otherwise, so I should be okay. The residual taint of the art is heavy in the air. The Order wizards must have been reckless with their summoning spells to have left such a strong imprint of magic in this place. It's probably best not to linger here. Alright, well tell me about yourself. My father was Gastar Hawkwinter, one of the most... Okay, I've gone through this in a previous part, so I'm just kind of seeing if there's anything new.
What do you wish to know?
Hillsfar is our destination. I may be a half-elf, but I'm sure I can sneak in without arousing the suspicion of the xenophobic fools. Well, hey, actually that flows right into this one. For half-elf, you don't look very human. One of the first games you ever played was, called Starlight. Had thousands of planets you could land on and explore the entire surface, 1 square kilometer at a time. Oh, I bet. That does sound insane. Some of the older games, the scope is amazing. Of course, 800 planets. Well, that's still pretty impressive. The scope of some of those older games is impressive, but then you couldn't really do a whole lot with them, so it's kind of a trade-off. I think that's everything. Okay, let's talk to Astar. Anything new? Okay, I already asked these, but I'm just seeing if there's anything new. Other questions? Vunlar. Thoughts on the Order. Thoughts on current situation. We must continue to head east. Alright, thanks. That's everything. Well, my henchmen are kind of useless, but that's okay. They're good in battle. That's why they're there. Oh, some Zenterims who are not hostile yet. There's a dead fighter here and Captain Malachar. This is interesting. Let's talk to them. Let's talk to this... They didn't stand a chance. Their blades bounced off its scales. Get out of here while you still can. Goodness. These guys are freaked out enough that they're actually friendly. Let's talk to Malachar.
Yes.
The woman wears a haunted look. Her eyes dart constantly about the snow-covered road, and she grips her longsword so tightly that the blood has drained from her hands. When she speaks, she cannot hide the quiver in her voice. Hold there. What do you think you're doing wandering this god's forsaken country? You should be back behind the safety of Wunlar's walls. Get out of here, before it's too late. Too late for what? There are fiends everywhere. That's not the worst of it. A creature of darkness ambushed my unit on the road east of here. Its maw was like a gateway into the 9 hells. We tried to fight it, but we were defeated before we even had our blades out, and I forgot to rest, so I'm going to try to do that. One of your men appears to be dead. Oh, that's very diplomatic of you, Alina. The Zentrum captain glances down at the dead man. His belly is spilled over into the snow, soaking it red with gore. He must have dragged himself to the spot, despite being nearly disemboweled. The captain shudders and looks away. What are you doing here? We were on our way to Wunlar to help fortify the town. I was told there might be trouble on the road. We were holding our own until it appeared out of nowhere. Gods, I've never seen anything like it. There are body parts scattered all over the snow. I come from Wunlar. I'm hunting the Order. Captain shakes your head desperately. No, you'll turn it back now unless you want to die. Can't you hear me? It tore about a score of us. 20 armed warriors, damn it, and we're all that's left. I'm sorry for your loss. Tell me what happened. A dragon, black as night. Her shadow fell over us like a funeral shroud as she dropped from the sky. 20 armed warriors and 2 wizards, and we couldn't put a scratch on the beast. The road east of here is an open graveyard. The fate of your unit is unfortunate, but I must press on. You'll do what you must. I'm not going to try to stop you. It's one more body to add to the tally. I'm taking what's left of my unit to Wunlar. I need to watch the stench of death from me. So much death. Oh, these people are traumatized. Okay, let's see if we can rest here. Cannot rest while there are enemies nearby. Oh, I see why that's an issue. Okay. Alright, we're okay. Oh, there's a rock. Okay. Well, let's kill these guys and then we'll try resting again. Alright. Well, sometimes that shit happens.
May the gods have mercy on
Oh,
you.
there's a Quasit. Fucking Quasit. Oh, look at him. There we go. Again? Alright. No wonder she was suggesting I go back to Wunlar.
You must.
Stand and fight if you
Well, we'll
dare.
try one more time. And if it doesn't work the 3rd time, I'll possibly head back to Wunlar to rest because I forgot about my fucking fireball arrows. I feel like I'm gonna want the fireball arrows against a fucking dragon. Oh, hey! We made it. Okay. Cool. I gotta think about what I can do with Jacques Sombra. Because he may have started as a pre-gen character, but he's mine now, and I should figure out something to do with him. I think it would be fun. I'm thinking after this I might play The Desert Rose, which is something by the George, who did some of those puzzle-related, or puzzle-filled horror modules that I did for Halloween. It's supposed to be pretty short, so I think it'd be a nice interlude before my next big epic adventure. Oh, Raven, and oh, that looks like a thing. Alright. A Hezro. Well, that's fun. Alright. Oh, is it immune? Oh, that's not good.
My blade shall lead the way.
Okay.
May the gods have mercy on you.
I like Esther's voice. Okay, let's see. What do we got? There's definitely something else to kill. Guys, try not to run too far away. Lead him back here, will ya? Whatever you found, lead him back here. Alright, there we go. Well, there's a fair bit to explore up here, I guess. Before we go get our ass kicked by a dragon. Presumably.
May the gods have mercy on you.
He knocked down a quasit.
Yes?
Oh, if what those blathering fools said was accurate, great battle lies ahead of us. The monster is unlikely to allow us to travel a road to Hillsfar unmolested. When it does rear its head, I will be ready. Okay. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. If I click them, they react to things.
Well met.
Those Zents were terrified. Whatever it was that attacked them, it broke their spirits before they even drew steel. I fought many battles, and I know experienced soldiers when I see them. What manner of beast could decimate a score of such veterans? Oh, hey, a Babeloth. Nice.
A quick in and out should do it.
This one should keep me busy for a while. That's good. I kind of figured. I just like to have an idea of what I want to do next. And it'll be good to do kind of a quick thing, I think, in between. Aster's not doing too well. I mean, I'm hoping to spend some substantial time in Hillsfar, and it doesn't sound like that's the only one. It'd be kind of cool if we could spend equally substantial time in, like, Mulmaster and Zindel Keep, so... I would imagine this would be a fairly substantial, long game. Ah, shit. Hi again. I do love the succubus voice. I do think that's really cool. Alright. Yeah, we're still fine. Alright. I would imagine it's going to keep me for a while, though, because if nothing else, if a thing says it's going to be 3 hours, I seem to, on stream, take 3 hours for every 1 hour that I should be taking for it, so a 3-hour module becomes a 9-hour module. This one will be very long. That's okay. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, shoot, I ran out of arrow +3. I didn't even know I was using arrow +3. I gotta stop using cool arrows, damn it. I have a lot of empty arrows for a reason. Yes, finally you're using the empty arrows. I should buy more empty arrows, actually. Oh, what's that? Is that... Oh, it's a cave. Well, let's go down and see what's... Oh. There's a small mound of snow that looks recently disturbed. If you wish, you can dig down and see. Let's see. You reveal the startling sight of a Zentrum soldier buried alive in his armor, presumably by Mephits. He's breathing a shadow, but he still lives. Oh, hey, good for that guy. It's so cold. Please. I need warmth or healing. Let's give him a healing potion. Thank you, stranger. I don't know who you are or why you would save the life of a Zentrum soldier, but not all of us are without honor. Take this trinket. You've earned it. I must leave now to find my unit. Okay. Ah, cool. I got good points. That's okay. So what's this do? Hey, what's your name? You're a mage. Can you identify shit for me? Yes. I need you to do something for me. It sounds ominous. What are you thinking of? Can you identify stuff? I've studied under Waterdeep's most powerful mages. My knowledge of arcane paraphernalia is encyclopedic. Encyclopedic. Show me what you have. Hey, at least he's not a bitch about it. Oh shit, I got a lot of stuff. Oh shit. Ring of Anti-Venom, Ring of Freedom of Movement, Talisman of Pure Evil, I kind of figured that was what that was. Armor of Command, Bayonet Full Plate, Bolt +2, and Slay Living. Thanks, that's everything. We seem to get along pretty well, despite the fact that, you know, he's evil. Oh. Okay, cool. I can use 25 charges of neutralized poison. Alright, that's not bad at all. I mean, if it were 1 use per day, that'd be better, but hey. You never know when you might need an emergency cure for poison. Alright, so let's see about getting down there, because I want us to know what's in the cave. Alright. I love that it has one of those Daggerford maps. That's so cool. Oh, it's blocked off. Huge and very recent footprints in the snow lead up to the entrance of this cave. Can I get in? Does not appear I can. There's someone on a pike right outside. Interesting. I wonder if this is the sort of thing I'll be coming back to for other quests, because that seems like a quest item. Or a quest location. It's just a guess on my part, but I feel like it's a fairly decent guess. Alright. Oh, I hear battle music. There we are. Hi again. I just kept missing him. Alright. Some dead zunts. Alright. Oh my. This looks fun. And they're not hostile. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be bad. Well, let's see what the heck they're doing and how I'm gonna end up killing them. Kaz Temet.
Yes.
Yes.
I am listening.
Interesting. Alright, Kaz Temet.
I'm listening to you.
This towering Balor carries a serrated greatsword forged from some dark metal. He watches you approach, but makes no move to attack. The smell of fire and brimstone is overpowering. The demon's voice is harsh and filled with deathless evil. Greetings, mortal. I am Kaz Temet, lord of the infernal pit and master of the 12 blades of Garagos. Hear my words. Why should I listen to you? For a moment the Balor's terrible skull-like visage twists with rage, and the fire shrouding his giant form burns brighter. I offer you civility, mortal. I expect the same, if you wish to live. My demons have doubtless tested you already, and have failed. Rather than kill you, I would offer you an opportunity. Alright, I'm listening. The wizard that summoned me also brought a Slad lord by the name of Grazkan into this mortal realm. Grazkan has summoned others of his skin, the vanguard of an army. Their presence is inconvenient to my plans. Okay, I want you to slay Grazkan. I would deal with him myself, but for the fact that I must remain here and keep my demons under control. If they're left free to roam, they will draw the attention of powerful mages to the south, and I'm not ready for that yet. Alright. What's in it for me if I slay the Slide Lord? If you do this, I will reward you with riches far greater than you ever dreamed of. What is there to lose? You remove a threat to this land and gain wealth. Alright, I'll do it. Good. Grazkan is east of here, near the city you mortals call Hillsfar. Return when he's dead. Well, I mean, I figure I'm probably not going to let this guy live. But if I can kill one, get rewarded, and then kill this one, or more likely, I'll kill the one, come back for my reward, and he'll decide to kill me. In which case, I'll kill him anyway. It's win-win, really. I mean, I don't want a Slod Lord hanging around my, hanging around anyway, do I? It's generally not a great idea. Alright. Can I get up there? I was up there, wasn't I? Well, let's head back. I wanna go up there briefly. Ooh, some remains. What's in the remains? Aster, why did you go through the river? Maybe he's just that sort. He wanted an invigorating swim. Goodness. Okay. Alright. To the narrow valley. That seems like the sort of place where a big fight would be very awkward and unpleasant. 10 bucks says I'm going to be fighting a big fight there on account of everyone's talking about a dragon and dead people. So, I guess we're going to go fight a dragon. Alright, what is in the Infernal Strife, or Infernal Warfare thing say? You encountered a Balor by the name of Kaz Temet on the road east to Hillsfar. The demons of Sladi, summoned by the Order, are in a state of conflict. You agree to slay the Slad Lord, Grazgan, in return for great reward. The Death Slad is somewhere close to Hillsfar. I mean, like I said, I don't see a problem with killing that guy. I fully intend to kill others too. That raven is shapeshifted, I bet. I don't know if I think he's Malthair, which could be a problem, or the dragon, which could also be a problem. That was so cool. Madman at the Ruins. Seeing D20 Modern in context was really cool. Look at that. There are cars. Look at those cars. I feel almost bad saving over it. Alright. I'm probably not going to be doing this. Oops, I should not have saved it under that title. Let's resave that. Alright. Ah, darn it. Okay. Alright. Either way. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing this too late, because I'm actually pretty tired, but we'll see. Let's see. Shall we rest again, or are we good? I tentatively feel like we're good, so let's see. I saved. If it turns out this is a miscalculation, I can always reload. Look at that. That is so cool. Can I fast travel? I guess we'll find out. The trip took 4 hours. Maybe I can. Oh, it's auto-saving. Oh dear. That could be a problem. That's ominous. Do you like a lesser restoration, though? Oh gosh, look at this. They're giving us some +2 weaponry, some fancy acid arrows, and a longbow +3. Now that's nothing compared to what I got, but yeah, that's an ominous sign. They're like, you might not be ready for this. The carnal stench of the narrow valley is strong, despite bodies being recently dead. You sense you're being watched. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, cutscene. Oh, that can't be good. Hello? Oh, you're a pretty thing. The huge, shadowy dragon flaps her leathery wings. Gloomfang, that's a good name. At least it's not fucking Shimmergloom. Shimmergloom just sounds like a My Little Pony. Goth My Little Pony, maybe, but still. Anyway, sending a sickening carnal stench washing over you. She opens her maw, revealing gigantic teeth, razor sharp and stained with blood. The dragon's voice is a sibilant whisper. Okay. More of you. The feast grows ever larger. The steel shells of these humans will pose little problem to my fangs and claws. After you have served as the appetizer, be grateful, for your death will be swift. I fear you underestimate me, dragon. The dragon regards you silently for a moment, and then snarls softly. If you have the courage to speak so to the mighty Gloomfang, I should kill you for your insolence, tear your tiny body into small pieces, and scatter them to the wind. But you intrigue me. Why did you kill all these Zentarum? The fools were in the wrong place at the wrong time. The human Magnus wants every member of the Zentarum killed on sight. Allowed a few to escape to Vunlar to spread the panic there before I smash the town to pieces. They will die eventually. Do you serve the Order of the Crippled Fang? I serve no creature. When the leaders of the group, the wizard Magnus, approached me and proposed an alliance, he has offered me great riches in return for my assistance. Even my contempt for the Crippled Fang. That abomination of dragon Oh! So the Crippled Fang may as an abomination of dragonkind. So it's a dragon? Or maybe a Dracolich? Could not deter me. Tell me about the fiends on the road. The dragon snorts. Summon demons and slutty. Terrifying creatures for the likes of you, but they know better than to molest me. A Balor by the name of Kaz Temet leads the demons. The Death's Lad, Grazkan, commands the slutty. The two groups hate each other. Alright, well, I'm done talking. The dragon grins a terrible toothy smile. I prefer my food riper, but you will suffice until I descend on Vunlar and tear the town apart. Die, worm. Hey, you're the worm. Sorry, homonym fun. Alright, of course, I'm like right next to her. Okay, let's get back a bit, and let's shoot her. Oh, good. It looks like shooting her is pretty straightforward. How would you like a fireball arrow? Always nice. Fireball arrows are fun. Oh, too bad I wasn't wearing the dragon kind of amulet. I wonder if she'd have noticed. That would have been funny. Oh well. Stop hurting Larissa. Come on. Larissa's perfectly nice. For a zombie. On the side, we seem to be doing pretty well. Let's Seeker Arrow her. I'm not really sure what the Seeker Arrow really is supposed to do, but it looks cool. It reminds me of Robin Hood Men in Tights. Alright. Looks like we killed the Gloomfang. So let's get her a miscellaneous small. Probably an Iron Stone then. And Dragon Blood. Always good to have Dragon Blood. Okay, well. That worked out pretty well. Alright. You encountered Gloomfang, a shadow dragon claiming to be working with the Order of the Crippled Flame. Before you fought, she told you of a wizard named Maganus. Could this be the one-eyed mage you encountered briefly in Vunlar? Whatever the case may be, you slew Gloomfang. She will murder no more travelers on the Shind Road. Well, that's good. Alright. I feel quite accomplished. Let's loot the dead. Oh, Cloak of Fortification +3. That's not bad. Do any of you need a cloak? I refuse to spend money and buy stuff for my henchmen, but I'll give them stuff I find. Okay, well, you're standing next to me, so I'll give you that. The others, God knows where they are. Probably frightened. Oh no, they're there. There's one. Where's the other? Astar, where are you? Okay. Where are my fucking henchmen? They'll turn up. They're there. Alright. I think I did pretty good. I think I might be slightly over-weaponed, but I'm not very good at this game, so I'll take it. Besides, if I feel like it's too easy, I can always up the difficulty. That has never happened to me before, by the way. I have never thought anything was easy enough that I was going to up the difficulty, but you never know. God, look at those cars. They look so cool. Alright, anyway. Alright, so I gotta keep an eye out for a slotty before we get to Hillspar proper, probably. Now, Shield Road outside of Ulash. So are we going to Ulash before we go to Hillspar? I guess that would make sense. I don't remember. Hold on a sec. I wonder, is there something I can look up? Okay. I'm actually looking up a map of the Moonsea because I kind of want a better idea of where things are. So, this is good. Alright. So, Hillsfar really isn't that far. Neither is Zental Keep. Mulemaster's farther. So, Ulash is going to be around here, and Hillsfar's around here. Zental Keep's around here. I always kind of assume they're farther apart. Elven Tree is over here. Mulemaster's like all the way over here. Okay. So I guess we're going, but maybe we'll be going to Ulash first. It's pretty dark out right now.
Gloomfang was a dragon of no small power. The wizard she spoke of must be mighty indeed to have earned her loyalty.
Oh, cool. He talked. Unprovoked.
Well, whoever he is, this
Oh, cool. There's
poses a
inter-party
threat to the entire
banter.
Moonsea. Perhaps a time will come when Faerun isn't constantly plagued by powerful spellcasters threatening the lives of common folk.
I share those sentiments. It was a wizard, a necromancer who did this to me.
Don't attempt to lay Faerun's woes solely at the feet of mages. Are the blades of Mulmaster not warriors of the highest caliber? If memory serves me correctly, the kingdom of Cormyr was forged by the swords of the Azuns.
He's got a point. I can't really begrudge Aramis for being a little offended here.
And the Azuns rule with justice and dignity.
Well, I wish I could say the same for Selfarl and his Council of Blades.
I sense I have stirred up some bad memories, Greymane. Let us move on before you grow even more tiresomely brutal.
Well, this definitely feels BioWare. Inter-party banter. I'm thrilled. Okay. So there's some folks up here. Someone named Merrick, it looks like. Anything around here before we get up to that point? Not really. So let's go figure out... Oh, red plumes. Oh, this is going to be a problem. A trio of red plume mercenaries surround a lone Zentarum survivor, taunting and goading him. And I'm an elf, so this might not end well. Let's save. I love Hillsfar, but Hillsfar does not love Alina Frayne. Okay.
I greet you.
Stand up straight, man. What's wrong? Afraid to look a red plume mercenary in the eye? Shove it up your backside, Haliator. Will you look at this, lads? This Zent rat still has some fight left in him. You see the sword, Merrick? It's had a lot of use lately. I've killed more Zents in the last month than I can remember. The blade is losing its edge. Might make an execution a bit messy, if you catch my meaning. Aye, especially in your hands, Haliator. I've heard it said that you have trouble telling one end of a sword from another. The wounded warrior coughs wetly behind his battered helm. Red drool dripples from under it, dripping onto the snow. One of Haliator's soldiers looks at the other and barely suppresses a snigger at the Zent's insults. Haliator grows red with anger. I wonder if you'd be so mouthy without a head. I think it's time we found out. Haliator lifts his sword, about to cut down the wounded fighter, when he notices you watching them. He lowers his blade in consternation. What in the abyss do you want? This ain't no public display of mummery for you to gawk at. What's going on here? The Zentish rat dragged himself up, all battered and torn up. Claimed he was savaged by a dragon on the Shin Road, west of here. But I'm under orders to kill any Zent I've seen. You can't execute him in cold blood. He's wounded. I'm Captain Haliator, dammit, the leader of Ulash and the commander of a century of Red Plume's finest. This man is with the enemy. What do you care for a Zent, anyway? He's badly hurt. You can't just execute him. And I suppose you're going to stop me, a whelp like you? I'll run you through and feed your corpse to this mystery dragon. You'll need a few more than 3. Well, the dragon is dead. I killed it. Captain Haliator looks at you a moment, trying to gauge if you're joking. One of his men leans in and whispers to him. You hear your name, and the captain's face suddenly pales. Well, maybe you have a point. An execution in cold blood does seem a little harsh, all things considered. Still, he's a Zent, an enemy of Hillsfar and Red Plumes. I'm taking him back to Ulash for trial. No, you'll let him go free. It's all right, friend. I need the attention of a healer, or I won't last another half day. Well, that's sorted, Merrick, you filthy dog. Count yourself lucky that I'm in a generous mood today. Come on, soldiers. Carry him back to town. He can face judgment later. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a fucking kangaroo court. Well, it's something, at least. Maybe I'll get to follow up when I get to Ulash. I'm intrigued. The interactivity is quite nice here. I wasn't expecting that. And I'm especially enjoying the banter, but... It hasn't updated my, quest thing, so I don't know if that's something I'm going to be able to follow up on or not. Oh well. Let's talk to Ogson the trader. Because he is here. The scrawny man shivers in the biting cold, rubbing his hands together in a vain attempt to generate some warmth. When he sees you, his wrinkled face explodes into a manic grin. Hail there, doughty adventurer! While the freezing cold may send lesser men scurrying for the warmth of their hovels, no earthly weather can deter an Ogson from striking a deal. Not the arid sands of the Anorak, nor the frigid wastes of Damara. Do I know... I do know him. That's Ogson! I helped Ogson! I'm pretty sure that's Ogson. Don't I know you? I don't believe we've met. The Ogson family is very large and well-traveled, though, so perhaps you bumped into one of my many brothers during your adventure. Ogson! That was the one I gave the, fucking STD cure to. Hello, Aerodyne90. How are you? I think it's Zerodyne. Sorry, I misread it. And I've seen you before. Sorry, it's one of those days. I hope you're okay, Zerodyne90. Okay, so Ogson, a different Ogson, apparently, was the one I gave the cure to. Don't you find the cold unbearable? The Ogsons are a family of strong breeding. Besides, my caravan holds warmth enough to shelter me from the cold. I'm loath to leave my merchandise unattended, so until I can get some help moving my caravan, I'm stuck here. Why are you stuck? That, dear friend, is an amusing tale. I was on my way from Hillspire to Vunlar when I heard the foul shrieks of Demon King echoing through the night. I stopped here thinking to seek refuge in the town of Ulash, but they refused me entry. I made camp within sight of the town walls, intending to wait out the long night, in the belief that the fiends wouldn't stray so close. So far, I've been correct. Why are you still here, and where are your oxen? The captain of the town's red plumes emerged after I set up camp and told me I was in his territory. He texted me on the spot. I offered him some of my merchandise, but he said meat was of greater value and took my oxen. That was cruel of him. The merchant chortles. That's the amusing part. One of the beasts showed signs of madness on the way here. I think it had contracted a rare and terrible disease, one known to be transferable through its flesh. Oh, hey. You should be sleeping, but you're stopping by? Oh, well, glad. This is pretty chill, I think. I'm doing well. Well, I'm glad to see you, even for 15 minutes. All right. Oh, I see. So he gave them poisoned meat, basically. Don't you think we should let them know? I didn't mean to be lawful there. I'm going to end up back to neutral. Good. Oh well. The merchant shrugs. It's too late to do anything now. Either the ox has died of the disease, or it's been slaughtered and eaten. Suppose we'll find out soon enough. Did you see what happened with Azent? Indeed. Poor fellow dragged himself all the way here from the valley to the west. He was ranting about a dragon. I would have given him a couple of healing potions free of charge, but the red plumes came out and apprehended him. Let me see your wares. That's music to my ears. The Ogsons have a fine tradition of stocking only the most valuable goods. After all, why bother going through the effort of traveling just to sell the ordinary and unmundane? Actually, some of this is pretty good. What's the Delver's armor? Ah, every profession has its hazards, and stonemasonry is no different. The dwarves of the Delver's Guild are often attacked while they work stone by goblins, trolls, and beasts that are best not spoken of. As protection, the guild has created armor from their members from the hides of goblins, trolls, and beasts best not spoken of. Ah, that's kind of funny. Alright. Let's see if there's anything that'll be useful to me. Not really. Those are nice, though. Let's grab some of those. Alright. Decent amount of healing potions. Necklace of fireballs, nice. I got one of those. And some bags. I do like me some bags. Let's get a greater magic bag. Only one, but still. Alina is the well, not quite medieval. Is the Dungeons and Dragons equivalent of one of those ladies who like collects all the Coach purses? I think my aunt it collects a lot of them. Aw, my kitty's asleep in her bed. She looks so cute. I kind of want to poke her. You ever see a cat just like laying so still and you just want to be like, poke, poke, poke? That's me right now. Alright, so I got a lot of stuff I can sell. So let's see about selling him some stuff that he can sell to other people. Like the Bay Knight Fulcrum. Which I forgot I had in here. Oh, shoot. I think his top amount to sell for is 5,000. So we're not going to do that. Braces of armor, dex. Ooh, the dex is nice. Hey, do you guys need braces of armor? You could probably do with some braces of armor. There we go. Cloak of the Bat, Nymph Cloak. Got too much shit. Got to do much shit. Da 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 da. Ooh. I didn't realize I had a +4. So let's get the +3 and give that to Larissa, because I think she could use that. And we'll sell the +2. I suppose I could have given that to the mage or something, but nah. He's kind of whiny. I think I got a decent amount of money, at least. That's good. Look at that beauty. It's only +1, but look at those. A mighty +7. Yeah, that's my backup bow. Yep. Oh, you want to save some high-value items to gamble with? Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I got a few things. I basically haven't sold anything that's value is higher than what they'll pay for it. Hopefully I've saved enough. I didn't even think about that. Well, I didn't know about that, so thank you for the warning. I suppose I will be more careful. I could always sell, like, or gamble one of my 15,000 staffs of defense, I suppose. It'll be funny if my hoarding tendencies turn out to actually be useful for once. Alright, I got a lot of empty bags too, so maybe we'll watch out for those. Alright. The robe of scintillating colors. A leer and... I've read this before, but it's still kind of cool. The wearer can cause the robe of scintillating colors to become a shifting pattern of incredible hues, color after color cascading from the upper part of the robe to the hem, and sparkling rainbows of dazzling light. The colors daze those near the wearer, concealing the wearer and illuminating the surroundings. The first of such robes was said to have made by a Halruan Lyra worshipper named Persephonon, an unusual Halruan. Persephonon showed a talent for sorcery rather than wizardry. The social stigma, combined with his pursuit of the Joybringer's path and his flamboyant personality, put Persephonon at odds with his contemporaries. Despite these obstacles, Persephonon was appointed captain of a skyship. He made this robe as a tribute to Lyra, in order to paint rainbows across the sky as he flew. This undignified behavior ultimately lost Persephonon his captaincy, and later led to his exile from Halrua. Welcomed in Lurin by the less rigid halfling culture, Persephonon enjoyed a happy life, and copies of his robe have similarly enjoyed a favored place among the Hin bards. Nice. That is a cool story. Alright. Anything else? I don't think so. I think we're okay. Maybe a few more. Nah, I don't need to buy. I kind of want it, though. Alright. Actually, maybe. You never know. Okay. +8's pretty good. Alright. So, can I go up into his wagon?
Sorry, no can do.
The caravan door is solid, and the locking mechanism is complex. You'd surely get caught if you tried to break in. Fair. they gave me some lawful points. I wanted to see if I could get rid of some of those lawful points. Alright, so we're heading... Let's head this way and see where this is likely to go. To Hillsfire. Well, I'm not against the idea of popping into Ulash, to be honest with you. Can I? Or am I not going to be able to go to Ulash for a bit? It wouldn't surprise me if it was one of those things that was like quest locked. Which admittedly probably is helpful. It keeps you from... This Magnus, the dragon spoke of, intrigues me. It must have been the magic I felt in Bunlar. Art so strong it seemed as though it could tame the gods itself. I have a feeling that he's going to turn on me. We should thank the gods that the dragon was only an adult and not an ancient. Even so, I could barely scratch its hide. The Order's power must be great indeed for such a monster to have allied with it. Okay. Okay. Alright, I've already talked to him about that. And what does Larissa say?
Hi.
That was a shadow dragon. I've heard tales about those monsters. They leave their kill for weeks until it's completely spoiled before they eat. I guess that means she would have enjoyed dining on me. Glad she never got the chance. Are you okay? Alright, thank you. Aw, Larissa's sweet. Alright, so let's talk to Shankly.
I greet you.
The red plume huddles against the rough wooden gate. The one thing I'm a little worried about is since I need the scroll to go into Hillsfire, will I only be able to go there once, or will I be able to come back? Desperately trying to avoid the biting wind, realizing his efforts are in vain, he curses and pulls his cloak tighter around him. He straightens when he notices you approach. What do you want? It's a strange time of year for all the wandering, given the fiends roaming about. Who are you? Name's Shankly. Don't see that's any of your business. Celebration wag won't do a man any harm. Just don't try any funny business, or you'll end up with my blade in your gizzard. How much further to Hillsfire? About another half-day's march along the east road. Don't get any ideas about getting in, though. His lordship Malthier has closed the city to all save the red plumes. Sent the keep is stirring, and he wants Hillsfire ready in event of war. Looks like someone drew this short straw. You trying to be funny? This is what I get for becoming too friendly with the captain's daughter, I guess. Damn Haliator is prickly as a bear with a sore arse. I'd like you to open the gates. The gates are locked tight as a Dalesman purse until Haliator says otherwise. There's demons and worse abroad. Alright, farewell. Alright, so I guess I can't go in yet.
Sorry. No can do.
Alright. So both Ulash and Hillsfire are locked tight. That's good to know. So you were wondering. A little cold to parade him. Is he naked? I didn't think he was naked. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay. Good point. Okay. Well, Alina's got some kinks, doesn't she? I did not realize he was naked. How did I take his half plate off without realizing it and then not put anything else on? When did that happen and how did I do that? I must have had a reason. Was I going to give him something and then just forgot? Or maybe he took off the armor to sleep? Was he... I know he was wearing the armor at one point, wasn't he? I don't know when my... did I strip my henchman naked and have no recollection of this? Oh my goodness. Or did he strip himself naked? This is gonna bother me now. I might have to watch my own VOD to find out, and I hate watching my VODs because I can hear myself breathe. Shit. Well, someone's horny. Look, maybe he's part of the Polar Bear Club, and he was proving his own, thing. So, appreciated for the notice, at least. Alright. Did he fight the dragon naked? Alright. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save right now, and I want to go see if he fought the dragon naked. Okay, because that's hilarious. Alright, let's reload that save, because now I want to know. Alright. Look, if I have to deal with all the prevalent boob armor and cleavage in this game, I want a little bit of eye candy, you know? I mean, technically speaking, I don't mind the eye candy in either direction, but still. Still. Alright, dragon incoming. Let's see if he's wearing his clothes here. That's one thing. I'd love to see some medieval themed thing have those insane cod pieces. It's like, yes, okay, fine, boob armor, but also I want to see a damn cod piece. Come on. Alright, so, is Aster wearing clothes? He is not. He is not wearing clothes. Okay, so Astar was fighting the dragon naked. Okay. Alright. So, let's go back a little farther. Now I want to go back to see if he ever had clothes on. My character's a nudist. Okay. Do you have clothes on right now? You do? Okay. So somehow between here on Shind Road and before the dragon. So somehow between here and here. Okay, because he's wearing clothes here. Alright, hold on. Okay, I don't think I did that. I don't think I did that. Because, I mean, from there to there, unless maybe I thought I was going to give him armor and forgot, like mid. But I don't think I did any inventory sorting on the screen, did I? I will just have to watch the VOD. Because, yeah, so here I am. From there to there. He lost his clothes. I don't understand what happened. I'm delighted, but I don't understand what happened. Alright, anyway. Let's get back to wardrobe malfunction and move on to Hillsfar. I did fight a Bebelith. They strip you? Okay, that's what happened. Alright, yeah, there was a Babolith up there. Okay. Ah, that's less funny. Okay, okay. That explains it. That's hilarious. And this poor guy fought a dragon naked because I didn't notice. Alright. I think that's probably a sign that Alina's not exactly straight, because I feel like if she were, she'd have noticed the naked man. I kind of thought she had something going on with Ileana. So, Alina's probably a lesbian. She's more into Larissa than Astar or Aramith, I think. Alright, so I guess we're going to Hillsfar. So, tell me, Rashke. I'm going to be using a scroll to get into Hillsfar. Am I going to be able to go back to Hillsfar? Because I've only got the one scroll. Or is it like a one and done deal? Shind Road to Hillsfar. Well, I won't worry about it right now. Let's go. Oh, cool. It tilted. It's complicated. Okay. Alright. Well, as long as I can go back to it. Because otherwise it's going to make me a little neurotic. Ooh. Cutscene.
Pathetic.
Oh. Oh, this man looks interesting. Who is he? Oh shit. Canon character. Oh, when I get out of Hillsfire, I'll have a free pass? Okay. Oh, I might not be able to leave right away. Well, hello, Artemis and Triri. What face did he give you? Oh. Cute. Not a terrible face. His small, slender man is perfectly toned and carries not an ounce of fat. His thick, raven black hair and controlled stubble would lead many to believe him handsome, were it not for those dead gray eyes, windows into his empty soul. This man is a killer of unsurpassed skill. I've always been fond of Artemis and Triri, I have to admit. Well, really early on I thought he was tedious, but then he got that spin-off, Servant of the Shard, in his trilogy, and then I really started appreciating him. If anything, I like him better as a lead character than Drizzt, because there's actually some, like, momentum in his character growth. But, goodness. Well, let's talk to the celebrity, yeah? Yeah? Or loot this lad. Let's make dirty jokes about marital aids. Hi. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, you don't seem to want him. The grey eyes of the slender swordsman passed dismissively over the corpses of the Slotty at his feet. Despite the whirlwind of cold steel he unleashed but a moment ago, his breathing is steady. He regards you coolly as you approach.
These Slati grow more numerous by the day. You must have a death wish to be traveling these roads, at least without an army to back you up.
Nice voice choice. That was an impressive display.
I work best alone. The only allies a true swordsman needs are his blades. Tell me, stranger, what brings you so far from
Suppose I'll pronounce it the way he does. Do you know who leads these Slati?
Grazkan, one of the Slati I fought on my way here, squealed the name over and over, thinking to cow me. My sword silenced it soon enough.
Where can I find him?
I suspect he must be somewhere close, if the numbers of Slati in the region are any indication. Such a being is surely powerful.
That's a sexy voice.
You are either foolish or supremely confident. The latter is not a fault, provided one can match words with deeds. Regardless, Grazkan is your problem. He is mine.
The swordsman's eyes flickered Astar. Oh dear. I'm not gonna let you kill my henchman.
So, Selfaro finally sent you after me. I should be pleased he hired the best.
Ah, dead gray eyes lock with icy blue. Am I gonna get to kill or try to kill a canon character? Ooh.
He's paying well, and he promised it would be a challenge. I would never have accepted unless both those conditions were met. The High Blade of Momaster wants you dead.
You're welcome to try, Assassin. I've been waiting for this moment a long time.
What's going on here?
I was once a blade, one of the ruling nobles of Momaster, and the only one not a puppet of Selfaro. He ordered me to eliminate a city official, a young woman, and I refused and was banished from the city. The High Blade has never forgiven me.
I'm glad I put your armor back on.
The High Blade displays surprising cowardice for a warrior of his reputation. Perhaps once I'm finished with you, I will teach him a lesson. Now I must collect your bounty. Rest assured it is nothing personal.
They got a good grasp of his dialogue structure. Very polite for, someone who will murder us all. Alright. Well, we're not gonna let that happen. Sorry, dude. I'm not as hot as Drizzt, so I don't have to worry about you being worried about, or you falling in love with me and or wanting to defeat me, so forever. Let's just beat him up. Oh, fuck. How many healing potions does this guy have? Poor Aramuth's already on the ground. Shit, that's a lot of healing potions. Alright. Enough of this. We shall meet again. Alright. I'll take it. He's one of those like Drizzt. He's like canon superpowered. I'll take the somewhat win here. I'm more badass than I thought for even managing to put up a fight, huh? I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, so let's talk to Aster about this. Aster.
So, he's every bit as good as they say he is. I've never seen a man's blades dance like that before, and I've sparred against the best Master has to offer. Even Selfaro will be sorely tested against that killer.
Who was that assassin?
Artemis Entreri. One of the finest swordsmen you're ever likely
It really
to meet.
bugs me that no one points out that he's
Possibly
got a
the
woman's name.
deadliest assassin
Artemis
in the
is a
realm.
woman's name. Just someone say it. Then he can stab you for it, sure. That's probably why no one ever points that out. I'm just saying, it's a woman's name. Alright. It'd be funny if it turns out that that was on purpose. Because I had that rant about Guinevere the Panther, and as it turns out, he always intended Guinevere to be a woman. Well, not a woman, because Panther, but a female Panther, and the editors were the ones that kiboshed that for a long time. I'm not sure why he'd name... I don't know. It's such a weird choice. I wish I could ask him. Salvatore, why did you name him that? I don't know, it sounded cool. It's probably the answer. And fair enough, really. You're lucky I was here.
Aye. Eventually, he'd have overmatched me. He's only the second man I could say that about. The blades of Master must truly desire my death. None more so than High Blade Selfaro himself. He is the first.
You've been hiding from Master all these years.
I never felt the need to hide. Now, they've sent assassins before, and none have met with success. I can never return to Master, but I won't let Selfaro.
I hope we get to go to Master.
I'll leave when I'm ready, not before.
That's bullshit. The MS construction is not gender neutral. The only reason it's gender neutral here is because of Artemis Entreri. Artemis the goddess is a goddess. Now, I don't buy that. It's not gender neutral, it's female. Because people try to co-opt the name, but it's female. Themis, Artemis, anytime you see that in traditional Greek stuff, it's female. I'm gonna hold by that, even if the internet says I'm wrong. Internet can go fuck itself. Alright, anyway. What happened to the woman you refused to kill? Besides, even if you have a gender-neutral name, most of the time, like, people named Leslie still get shit. Men named Leslie or men named Ashley, even though the name might have even originally started with men and then been used to women, they still get shit for it after a bit, so come on. If anything, this is the reverse, on account of goddess, you know. Anyway. We can fight it out later. Alright, so what happened to the woman you've refused to kill?
She disappeared. I tried to warn her before I was chased out of Master.
I love his
She
portrait,
received
though.
my
That's
warning
such a
and
great portrait.
managed to escape the city in time. I could only hope the gods were kind to her.
Speaking of the blades, any more surprises for me?
Well, I'm sorry about this. The last assassination attempt was 5 years ago. I'd hoped, that I was no longer considered a threat to Master. Selfaro has a long memory.
Art is short for Arthur. There's a difference there. Arthur is not the same or even the same construction as Artemis. Arthur has his connections to Artorias, possibly, depending on which crackpot scholar of Arthurian legend you have, but they're not connected to Artemis versus Arthur. That's also a fairly recent one. Also with a woman's name. Just because folks have co-opted a woman's name in like the last 20 years, well, okay, I'll give 30 years, doesn't make it a man's name. Sorry. I have heard that that's a good series, though. I've never read it myself. I will die on this hill, even if it's an irrational hill. If you can find me a male Artemis historically, not a literary character, but historically, prior to 1989, I'll give you some points there, okay? That's my challenge to you. Find me an Artemis, a real male person. Okay. Different spelling, though. Artemis versus Artemis. So it looks like what I would read that as is that's a male construction for a female name. Artemidoros means gift of Artemis, and Artemis in that context is the goddess. So I will give you that if Artemis Entreri spelled his name like Artemis Ward, then I would consider that a man's name. But he didn't. So I'm going to stick to Artemis Entreri has a woman's name, but no one points it out because he will kill them, which I feel like is accurate, to be fair. I still kind of like my fan idea, which is that Artemis Entreri is actually a trans man who never changed his name after transitioning, but no one will say a damn word, and he will stab them if they do. I feel like that makes perfect sense. And also, can never have too much trans representation and stuff, right? Alright, anyway. So I've asked him those questions, so let's get going.
As you wish. Thank you for your help back there. You have my gratitude.
Alright. Rashke is over here defending the honor of Artemis as a man's name. And let's see if these guys... Alright, he's just still impressed by Magnus. So he's got nothing to say. Larissa, do you have anything to say? Nope, still the Shadow Dragon. Alright.
Well met.
And Esther's back talking about the dragon. Alright, will you tell me a bit... Okay. I don't think I've got other questions yet. Thoughts on our current situation. Alright. Woohoo. It is true that I'm kind of keep moving the goalposts on you, but I'm like that. Because sometimes you just have to... You have to find your hill to die on, even if it's an idiotic one. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Alright, so I gotta find myself a slot eye. I've always thought that was slotty, but I guess this module pronounces it slot eye, so I suppose I don't actually know. Maybe there's a pronunciation guide somewhere that I've never seen. That was cool, though. I got to shoot a legend in the face. He lived, but still. I feel quite proud of myself. No, we are just having fun. You are correct on that, at least on my end. I think... I don't know, I can't really see myself getting genuinely worked up about a debate over Artemis and Trier's name. I really can't see that. I just will hilariously dig in my heels and be like, nope, never. But that's not the same thing. Alright, so we are nearing Hillspire. That was... I like the picture and the voice he chose for, or they chose for Artemis Centauri, though, because that was hot. Artemis Centauri should be a good-looking guy with a hot voice, shouldn't he? Once I'm done making fun of his name, I'll make fun of the fact that he clearly wants to bang Driss, but has no idea how that works. Alright, so, looks like I found my fellow to kill, huh? Now he's gonna send me to kill the other guy. That's how this always works. Alright, this death slot appears larger... Oh, hold on a sec. While we're doing this, excuse me, sir, I realize that I shouldn't be fishing through my purse when I'm talking to you, but in real life I do this too. So, let's fish around in Alina's purse for something I think will be very, very, very important. Not that one. I hope I didn't sell it back. There it is. Alright. Woohoo! Don't mind me, I'm just changing my belt in front of you. This Death's Lad appears larger and stronger than any others of his kind. The Slad's voice is deep and croaky. Who comes before the great Grazgon? Brave you are, mortal, to risk my wrath. Speak quickly, or life shall be forfeit. Who are you? I am Grazgon. In the furthest reaches of the multiverse, I make my homes on planes so wild and chaotic, they would shatter the minds of any mortal who gazed upon them. Why are you terrorizing the Moonsea? A wizard summoned Grazgon, tore him from his home plane. Slad I need to eat, or we wither, grow weak. Humans brought us here, humans can provide us with their sweet flesh. A fair trade, no? The wizard who brought us here was a great mage. In order to break the binding spell and return home, I require something. Where's this wizard? His name? Magnus. The one-eyed raven. Oh, that fucking raven. I told you that raven was someone. Fucking raven. Grazkan would love to devour his flesh. Too great is his power, though. Not worth the risk. How long ago were you summoned? Perhaps a month, as you mortals count the passage of time. Grazkan already tires of the mortal plane. How can I help you return home? One called Kaz Temet wields a sword forged in the depths of the abyss. A powerful blade with strong ties to the lower planes. Perhaps if Grazkan had this sword, he could break the bonds that keep him here. I shall attempt to retrieve the sword. You're a powerful one, but beware. Kaz Temet surrounds himself with lesser demons. Return when you have the sword, and Grazkan shall attempt to leave this plane. Alright, well, I pretty much have a reason to kill both of them. That said, it seems like I could get a cool sword if I get rid of Kaz Temet first, yeah? So let's get rid of Kaz Temet first, and we can send the Slade back. Kaz Temet did not offer a way to send himself back, right? So let's go back to Shin Road East. Oh, cool. Fast travel. Nice. I was hoping that'd be the case. 8 hours. Alright. I enjoy me some fast travel. Uh-oh. What's that? Oh, that's the wagon. Alright. Where the fuck are they? There they are. So, do you think I can kill these guys? Bets? Yes or no? Alright. Let's see. Kaz Temet. Hello again.
I am listening to you.
You return. What of the Slud Lord? Do not disappoint me, mortal. He needs your sword in order to leave this plane. The Balor's fanged mouth twists in anger. Insolent worm. You dare suggest I part with the sword? I shall cleave you in half, then unleash the fury of the abyss upon Grazkan. Alright, well, that pretty much clarifies what I'm going to do here. So, I mean, because on one hand, killing Grazkan would be useful, but it doesn't get rid of these other demons. Whereas, theoretically, killing Kaz Temet, getting his sword, will get rid of the Slotty as well, because they want to go home. Seems rational. Oh, sadly for realism, you can't fast travel across water? Huh. Alright, I guess that... I'm not sure if I think that makes sense or not, because theoretically you could, like, just get a bow, right? But I guess maybe they don't think you could... It's not quite as automatic you get a boat. I'm not sure what I think about this. We'll see how inconvenient I find it later, yeah? Alright. Let's kill Kaz Temet now that we've gotten his henchmen out of the way. Hi. Want a fireball? Actually, fireball arrows I don't think are terribly useful in this case. You don't seem to be the sort that's terribly, Let's not stand in the fire. There we go. Okay. Let's take his sword. Sword, please. Ah, it's a bastard sword. I can't use it. Swords are forged from an ore found only in the deepest layers of the abyss and possessed only by the most powerful and influential demons such as great Balor generals. The sword retains its connection to the place from which it originated. Even after thousands of years and through multiple planes of existence, the sword's ties to the outer plane remain strong. Oh, it's a nice sword. Alright. Well, got a sword. One that I can't particularly use, so I'm not torn about giving it up, I guess. Alright. Rest. Oh, okay. You fast travel to the boat and then take the boat across water. Okay, I guess that makes some... well, I am going to tentatively say that makes sense now. Until I encounter it and it annoys me, and then I will bitch about it. I'm gonna... that's my likely take on it. Hey, did I look in this wagon? I did not. I got a heal potion. Nice. Okay. I must have missed that wagon the first time through. Well, this was already a profitable venture. Okay. So do we get to go to Mulmaster too? Because that would be cool. Alright, I think I was here. Alright. 12 hours. Goodness. Well, I hope what's her name didn't expect me to hurry. Charlene? Alright, so let's see. Will Grazkan turn on me and try to kill me? Or will he use the sword and leave? Let's find out. Alright. Do you have the sword? I have it. Yes, the blade hungers to return to the abyss. The pull is strong. Give Grazkan the sword. Here. Alright. Grazkan's eyes shine as he lifts the huge sword from your grasp. Stand back unless you wish to be sucked into the outer planes. Huh. I'll be damned. He actually did choose to go. Looks like. Maybe. Oh, shit. Huh. Oh, cool. We get to go to all of them. That's awesome. Alright. Cool. Looking forward to that. Alright. So, I am vaguely surprised that the, Slot-Eye, sorry, actually, meant what they said. Now, granted, there's still some over here to kill. Poor, he left his, folks behind, huh? That's a little mean. Actually, hold on. I don't think this will do anything to the red slotty, but it should be able to get the gray slotty right next to them. Haha. I could. Alright, let's just walk up. Hi. I don't want to be using the fire arrows right now, thank you. Where are my regular arrows? I've got like 15 billion of them. It's an arrow plus 3. I don't really want to be using the arrow plus 3 either. One sec. Alright, let's use regular arrows here. Come on. There we go. And put the nifty arrows in here. Thank you. That annoys me. I'm quite enjoying the idea of a travel log through the Moonsea. Oh shit. I was distracted and forgot that there were other slotty around. Alright, where's the last one? Do we get them all? Might have. I do feel sorry for these guys who got left behind by their leader, though. It's like, really? You didn't have to leave them behind, dude. Alright. A chest? These are pretty good. Antidote. Another miscellaneous small. Hey, by the way.
Yes?
Alright. I am 90% certain you're going to turn on me for Magnus, but just in case. Can you identify stuff? Yes, thank you. At least you don't whine about it. Alright. Oh, a gem of seeing. Alright, that's nice. That's really nice. If I realized I had that, that'd be different. Copper ring. Alright, so where's the gem of seeing? Gem of seeing, which is true seeing 1 use per day. I love that thing. Let's put that here. Alright. I don't think I... Do I need more slot tongues? Of course I do. It's part of my cover. I'm going to Hillspire to sell marital aids. You can safely spoil that Aramuth will not ally with Magnus. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. I'm pleasantly surprised to hear that. Okay. Will he betray me? No, you don't have to tell me if he'll betray me or not. Because half the fun is being surprised. Honestly, well, I always knew it. I always knew Naramo was going to be a dick, but I was genuinely surprised by the Ileana twist. I was genuinely surprised by that. I mean, it makes sense. Everything she said. Once you know, it's like, oh, it all makes sense now. But so it's not a bad twist. It's just I did not like that. World map. I'm back to the world map. Oh shoot, man, Hills Far. Well, let's take a look. The Merchant District. A crazed old man approaches. As you approach the gates, a crazed old man hobbles over to you and begins jabbing a gnarled finger in your face. His wispy white hair and manic pale blue eyes give him the appearance of some kind of wraith. Infidel, thieving cur, putrid crust on the scab of humanity, festering boil on the armpit of all that is holy. Give it back, damn you, give it back. He grabs and tears at his hair in frustration, pulling out clumps that drift to the snow-speckled ground. Give what back, good sir? Don't try to pretend innocent, you two-faced dog. I know you have it. I can smell it on you. The spoon! My spoon! Wasn't there something with a spoon earlier? Shit, there was, in one of the fucking mage towers. You stole it while I slept, didn't you? I've never let it out of my sight, so you must have. Crept in like a rat and stole it from under my nose. I don't have the spoon. The old man howls in anger. They pretend they don't have it, but I can smell it on them. Why are you wearing clothes, if not to hide the spoon? Answer that one. You pestilent fond of deception. I swear on my honor, I don't have your spoon. No, it's mine. Give it to me, you scoundrel, or feel the wrath of the old man's fury. He lunges at you, waving his bony arms ineffectively. Ah, let's be gentle. Push him backwards. This is a little too generous with the alignment stuff, I think, to be fair. The old man tumbles to the ground in a heap as you push him away, shrieking and throwing his arms and legs like a child in the midst of a tantrum. Several moments pass before he gets to his feet. Foul knave, demon spawn. Rob an old man, will you? You'll pay for this, I tell you. My spoon calls to me. It begs release from your tyrannical grasp, and I shall not fail it. With that, the old man totters off. Oh, dear. Poor guy. Alright, so what do we have here? Central Market, Diamond in the Dung, Titus's Emporium, and Temple District. Alright. Interesting. The layout is not the same as original. Oh, it looks animal empathy. Even with its meager brain, the ox is aware enough of the presence of demons to be anxious. It also seems to be harboring some irritation towards its master. You sympathize with the creature and give it reassurance. Aw. Yeah, that's fair, though. So there's Merchant Cheswick, Amberlin, and Red Plume Guard. Let's wander around this way. I'll talk to those two in a moment. I feel like they're kind of maybe plot significant. Alright. Can we talk to the Red Plume archers up here? Huh. How do you even get up there? Perhaps I cannot. Huh. Okay. I do like Aramis better than I liked Nermal, though, because Aramis is less whiny about things. It's like he postures, but he's not like, I knew you were keeping things from me every single time I ask him to identify something. It's like, you fucking asshole. Especially since it's not like you could give Nermal anything. Alright. Oh, shit. I think I... Okay, so let's talk to Merchant Cheswick.
Greetings to you.
This fat, balding man appears to be involved in a heated discussion with his wife. He shakes his head and nods weakly as she launches into yet another ferocious attack. Father told me at the time, Amber, you're dragging the family name down by marrying that jumped-up baker's son. By gum, he was right. You're as helpless as that one-armed stable boy. But dear, it wasn't his fault the horse bolted. Your good friend Eleanor Highblossom forgot to close the stall. Really, Cheswick, you're pathetic. Just like you to make excuses. I wonder what feeble explanation you're going to supply this time. You wanted to accompany me here, dear. I told you to stay at home, but you insisted on coming to visit William. Oh, so it's William's fault now, is it? Good gods, man, have you no shame? If in case it slipped your mind, you're my husband. You're supposed to look after me. Yet here we are stranded outside the city gates in the freezing cold, miles from home. Oh, God, she's annoying. The merchant Cheswick notices you watching and clears his throat. Excuse us, madam. Seems you caught us at a bad time. Is there something I can help you with? Who are you? Name's Cheswick. This is my darling wife, Amberlyn. We've traveled north from Sembia, intending to deliver my merchandise and then visit Amber's dear friend William. She's probably cheating on you with him. Could have been beautiful once, but the events of years, together with the permanent frown on her face, have taken their toll. Okay. Things haven't gone quite as planned. You can say that again, you big oaf. Poor William. I dare say he's had his servants prepare a welcoming feast. Now, thanks to you, we're going to disappoint him. God, I hope William hates her. Yes, dear. What's the problem? You tell her, Cheswick. You tell her how stupid you were, dragging your poor delicate wife all the way north with you in such frightful weather conditions, not to mention all the talk of cultists cavorting with demons, and who knows what else. Yes, dear. As I was about to say, the Red Plumes confiscated my merchandise as soon as we arrived here. Apparently the lord of the city has passed a new edict stating that all goods entering the city are to be confiscated. Why? I'm sure it has something to do with this order people are gossiping about. Lord Malthier is a paranoid man at the best of times. Probably why he's managed to rule the city for so long. So why are you still out here? Red Plumes won't let anyone into the city. They took our merchandise and locked us out. Thought about heading west to Vunlar, but even if we make it that far, I've heard the town was recently attacked. Nowhere is safe. It's a disaster. Oh, do shut up, Cheswick. You're embarrassing me. As father always said, Cheswick lost the breeding to keep his chin up when times are hard. Why is such a low opinion of your husband? Merchant's wife shakes her head and heaves a heavy sigh. It wasn't always this way. Dear, I don't think this is the time or the place. My parents warned me against marrying him. He was too low-born, they said. They wanted to marry off to some stuffy nobleman. Cheswick offered me something different. He was dynamic, exciting. It's quite enough, Amber. I'm sure this good woman has better things to do than listen to our marital woes. If we don't find shelter from this cold, we may never make it back to Sembia. Well, maybe I can help you. Very generous of you. But it would seem you're in the same boat as us. There is a merchant caravan west of here. Really? Perhaps this merchant would be kind enough to offer us shelter for a time. We have nothing to offer this man in return for his hospitality, foolish husband. Why would any honest man offer shelter to strangers in these dark times? We know merchandise and little gold. We have these stupid oxen. Well, the caravan has no... You could always trade your wife, Cheswick. That's a good line. The caravan has no oxen. The merchant could use them. Well, what are we waiting for? We can trade the oxen for the merchant's hospitality and wait for Hillsfire to open its gates. Come, Amber. Let's see if we can find this merchant. All right. Oh, okay. Well, we're getting this line again. Magnus the dragon spoke of intrigues me. It must have been the magic I felt in Vunlar. Are so strong it seemed as though it could tame the gods themselves. All right. That's everything. Oh, I must have accidentally clicked him. Okay, well. I helped that dude after all. Maybe. I should check on them and make sure that they arrive safely. You know, I could do that. let's go check on them. It's outside Ulash, yeah? I think so. Alright. Oh, there they go. They all figured it out. Thank the gods, it's you. Something terrible has befallen my dear wife. We were but a short distance from Ulash when a tribe of frost giants thundered down from the northern hills. I managed to escape, but they've taken Amberlyn. Can we just leave her there? Okay. Do you know where they've taken her? They were moving west. My guess is they skirted north to avoid Ulash, and likely have a lair somewhere between there and Vunlar. Oh, that cave. Who knows what torments the monsters are inflicting upon my fair wife? How did you escape? When the giants charged us, my poor wife fainted with shock. I had no choice but to leave her there, and flee to fetch help. And that's her own fault. The giants seemed to be content with just one captive, for they chose not to pursue me. I beseeched the soldiers of Ulash for their aid, but they looked upon me with contempt. You're my only hope. Alright. You mean to say your wife's kidnapping is a bad thing? Please, madam, don't be so cold. Oh, 1 point towards chaotic. Okay, well, there we go. My dear Amber is a feisty one, it's true, but she loves me dearly, as I love her. Only you can track down those giants and liberate my darling wife from those barbers' clutches. I guess I'll have to. The merchant's piggish eyes filled with tears of gratitude. Oh, thank you. There are few who would dare tackle a single frost giant, let alone an entire tribe. I knew from the moment I set eyes on you, you were no regular adventurer. The frost giants are likely west of here, hidden somewhere in the hills. I must warn you, there were close to a dozen. They were accompanied by huge snowy wolves and a white dragon whose wings had been clipped. Fortunately, the merchant you kindly spoke of has offered me the warmth of his fire. I'll wait there until you return. Alright, well, subquest. Might as well, huh? I'm pretty sure I know where they are, because there was that cave that was blocked off that had footprints that were very big. So let's go and figure that out. Back to the world map. I believe it was here. Alright, so let's see if we can rescue this lady, and then I'll call it a night, I think. 2 hours, nice. Alright. Let's take bets. Will the lady be grateful, or will she be annoying once we rescue her? I'm gonna go with annoying. But, oh good, it's not blocked off anymore. Oh, 12 hours, not 2 hours, okay. What do you think? Will the lady be annoying or grateful? Pardon me. Let's go. Frost Giant's Cave. Oh, there's a dire bear. And a Frost Giant Nomad. Don't fucking walk into it when you're shooting them. Fucking AIs sometimes. It's at least easier to manage when you're playing the archer as opposed to the archer's the NPC. Oh hey. That's nice. Already it's profitable. I got a healing potion out of the deal. Alright. So let's see. Oh cool, it lines up. Sometimes it does not. Alright, let's go north. I wonder how big this is going to be. Oh, a cell. Okay, it looks pretty small. Alright, let's stop walking into things. Now, these are frost giants, so I could probably hit them with a nice fireball, can't I? That'd be fairly useful. Let's do that. No items gold. Oh. Damn. These guys are fairly well provisioned. Alright, so let's look into this cell.
Sorry, no can do.
You can hear the sounds of a large cooking pot bubbling from within. Oh shit, I hope they haven't eaten her yet. or that guy's gonna be a widowed. Well, I guess we'll see. Alright, another frost giant nomads over here, and a shaman. Okay, well, let's kill the shaman.
Down or fall in the attempt.
Yeah, we're gonna... I don't like the idea of a shaman causing trouble. Alright, well, seems like we're doing okay there. Okay. Damn. There's a nice source of healing potions. And the shaman has a few other things, doesn't he? Alright. And I still have one fireball arrow left. Okay. I mean, I'd like to rest, but I feel like role-playing wise, my character probably wouldn't right now, because she doesn't want to risk me. Oh, the wingless dragon. Looks like what's-his-name was not exaggerating after all. I was kind of hoping he was. Okay, let's get that guy, because he's just shooting, throwing things at us, so. The trebuchet blood axe, huh? I can't see what his health is from here. Oh, good. Doesn't matter now. Dead it is. Oh, poor Asta is going to be out for a bit. I do like a fire arrow. Well done, friend. Eric the Red would be happy right now. Right? Yeah. Okay, good. Alright, we're doing pretty good there. Can we get across to loot the trebuchet? Apparently not. Too bad. Well, let's loot the dragon at least. Is that a necklace of fireballs? I might like that.
I am weighted down too
Shit.
heavily, I fear.
How much shit do I have? Oh, it's because I'm wearing the death ward. Okay, hold on. I don't think anyone's got a death spell right now, so let me switch back to that. Nice. Alright. Alright, so Astar, sorry, but we don't want the lady to get eaten, so we're just gonna push on. I abuse my poor followers so much. Alright, let's see. Up there's the frost giant Jarl, Vashnag. Let's talk to him. I think this is going to end badly, but you never know. This hulking frost giant must be near 16 feet tall. His long snowy beard is plated with small bones, likely of human origin. He grunts and shifts his weight as you approach, ready himself for a strike with his fearsome battle axe. Who are you that dares invade the lair of the mighty Bashnag, Jarl of the Blood-Axe tribe of Thar? At least there be more meat on your bones than the old woman. Agatha can toss your remains in the stew pot once I've finished tearing you from limb to limb. What have you done with Amberlyn? Amberlyn, that's the wrinkly old hag. You'll be joining her shortly in Agatha's cookpot. It's been a while since I had myself some good elven meat. What are you doing so far from Thar? Not that it's any of your business, but the ogres of Kurathar's Sue be massing once more under their new Tharkul. They've got no desire to bend me knee to an ogre king. There's no need for violence. Why'd I want to talk with the likes of you for? I know what you're thinking. He's a big bloody giant, doesn't have two brain cells to rub together. The last of the little folk that tried any tongue trickery on me ended up spread all over the ground. Look around. Your minion's gonna stop me. That's what you think? Yonder dragon was a fearsome one, I'll grant you, till I tamed it with the edge of me axe. I do like it when small folk have some spirit in you. Makes it all the more entertaining when I'm plucking your limbs off one by one. Prepare to meet your doom. Okay, fine. Well, I got one more fireball arrow. Let's do this. And let's get the winter wolves, because they're going to be annoying. Let's ping off the henchmen. Oh, they're not even. They're like two still. Oh, you used a healing potion? Oh, you fuckhead. I do not like that. No healing potions for you. Let's do a seeker arrow. I do like a seeker arrow. You're fine, Esther. Oh, and he's dead. So there you go. Alright, let's see. So we might have to kill that Agatha woman, I'm thinking, but otherwise, we're okay. Alright. We got the Jarl. Let's go see if Amberlin's been roasted yet. It'd be a shame. Actually, it would be kind of funny if she did turn out to be roasted if we were too late. Just because you don't usually see that. Usually you get there in time. Alright, let's open the door. Oh, no, she's alive. Do you want to try... do I want to look at that area one more time before I leave, though? Because I might have missed something. I'll go check before we leave. Okay. So... Oh. Let's let Amberlin out. Amberlin is filthy and bruised, her elegant gown torn and covered in grime. The arrogance and bluster seem to have stripped away. She looks like a broken woman. Her voice is a hoarse whisper. It's you, gods. I never would have believed you would rescue me. Cheswick was sure the frost giants would tear you apart. What do you mean? Cheswick. He bribed the leader of the giants, offered my life, and promised to send more victims their way if they let him walk free. Oh. Maybe it was a ruse to buy time to rescue you? He was smiling as the giants carried me away. I'll never forget the evil look in his eye. He said he would send you after me, that he wanted you out of the way. We need to speak with your husband. I don't know what happened to the man I once loved. It feels like the Cheswick I married died long ago. I know he's done you wrong, but I beg you, do him no harm until we've had a chance to speak with him. Alright, I'd like to ask you some more questions. Alright, please, let us leave this dreadful place and speak with my husband first. I'll answer your questions after. Okay, wait here for a moment. Alright, so... what do we think is going on here? Do we think... because this is not what I was expecting to get out of this. Let's take the longsword +3. Hey, actually, Aster, you have a longsword +2, don't you? Let's give you a better longsword. There you go. Considering you're half dead. Alright. So, now, interesting questions then. Guys,
Yes?
okay, continue. Thanks, that's everything. Alright, I'm kind of trapped suddenly. What the fuck, guys? Thank you.
Yes?
No, stop it. How did I get trapped here? Alright, I somehow ended up on the other side of the piles of stone and I can't get back. Okay, there we go. Alright, I do want to check real quick that room where I killed the Jarl. But, because I feel like I might have missed something. But I saved, so if there's nothing here, I'll just reload. So, I can see this being two different things. I could see this being Cheswick telling the truth, and she's trying to get him killed, or she's telling the truth, and he's trying to get her killed. I mean, she's annoying, so... but why would he want me out of the way? That's, oddly enough, that's what makes me believe her a bit, because that seems like a weird thing to specify. Well, I guess when we go back, we can try to figure it out. I mean, it's hard to blame the guy necessarily for wanting to get rid of her, because she's really annoying, but that said, you divorce the woman, you don't have her killed. Okay. So let's talk to her again.
Hello.
Let's take her back. Okay. So. We've got Ogson. We've got Amberlin. I don't see Cheswick here. Let's talk to Ogson.
Hello.
So you are the wife of that scoundrel. I'm sorry to have informed you of this, madam, but your husband is a liar and a thief. Where's Cheswick? What happened here? Shortly after the brave adventurer departed to liberate you from the giants, I left your husband alone momentarily to relieve myself. When I returned, I found him attempting to break open my crates. That doesn't sound like my husband. Why would he do such a thing? Where is he now? After I caught him red-handed, he rounded on me, brandishing the same dagger with which he was attempting to pry open my crates. Fortunately, I always keep a choice wand or two at me. I pointed one at him, and he ran off. Trader shakes his head. He moved faster than I thought possible for such a big man. There's something mildly odd about your husband, my dear lady. I still have the dagger he dropped when he fled. Take a look. Strange. What does this inscription say? Hidden but never unseen. I think I know this dagger. Emberlin's face pales and her eyes close as she tries to recall a distant memory. I don't have a clue what happened here. Neither do I, brave hero. We are both innocent bystanders in this tale of marital woe. Emberlin is deep in thought. 20 years ago, when I was a young lady, newlywed, a business partner of Cheswick dined with us. He was an odd fellow, strangely bland. He made me uneasy, though I don't know exactly why. I always remember that night as the moment Cheswick began to change. He became cold, interested only in money, forgoing all of the promises he made when he courted me. I always suspected something happened that night. I don't know whether it was the visiting merchant's doing or something else, but Cheswick was never the same. This dagger, I've seen it before, on that merchant. That was 20 years ago. You still remember? Hidden but never unseen. I remember Cheswick's words as he saw the inscription on the dagger, like our love, Emberlin, that we needed to keep secret for so long. The sweet memory is with me still. Tears streamed down Emberlin's face. I could never leave him, even after 20 years of being ignored and lied to. Whatever my husband's become, he's a different man from the one I married. Look at me. I've become a bitter, unattractive old hag. That's not true, Emberlin. I must concur, good lady. I would not know why your husband would abandon one as fair as you. Your plight has touched my heart. I would like to offer you my hospitality indefinitely. I can get awfully lonely traveling alone. I'm flattered. Perhaps I'll stop here for a time. Once the roads are safe and this business with the Order is past, I'll return home to Sembia. As for Cheswick, we are done. I have never to see him again. I offer my thanks for all you've done, madam. I have no gold or anything of value on my person. Once I return to Selgant, however, I shall arrange a generous reward for you. Take this dagger. I have no need for it. Now I must rest. Thank you again. Well, I did not expect things to go that way. I genuinely did not expect that. So, okay. Well. So let's see the dagger. Cheswick's dagger is relatively plain, except for the inscription on the blade itself, which reads hidden but never unseen. What that means is anyone's guess. Despite its unremarkable appearance, the dagger bears a strong enchantment. It grants the wielder the ability to polymorph for a short time. In addition, once per day, the wielder can see invisible creatures and objects as though they were in plain sight. Okay, well, true seeing's nice. Interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, well, anyway, let's level up. Click to level up. My gosh, I'm nearing the tip of my arcane archer potential, aren't I? I'm level 9. Well, let's get some more decks. Oh, I didn't realize I was so low on lore. Let's put up for more. There we go. Okay, well, I think that's a good place to call it a night. Goodness. Well, that marital spat turned out more complicated than I thought it would, and the awful person turned out to be less awful than the other, which was a nice twist. I thought she was maybe a little bit of a misogynistic stereotype. Not intentionally misogynistic, of course, but, you know, we all have our stereotypes, and sometimes they're a little more offensive than we mean them to be. But nope. Or, not offensive per se, it's a funny stereotype, don't get me wrong, that's why it still lasts. But, like, if you start looking into the meaning, you're like, it's not great. Oh well, anyway. Finished marital spat. But it's interesting that he wanted me out of the way, and I wonder why he did. And that we might find out later. May not rest at this time. I hope I can rest eventually. Goodness. Alright. But, in the meantime, I think let's call it a night. And I'm going to see who I can raid out to. And then maybe I will get a snack. Alright. It was fun. Thanks for hanging around with me for the second part of Tyrants of the Moonsea. Ah, yes. Good night, Reshke. Hope you had fun. I definitely was not expecting that to go that way. That was really cool. Okay, I love when they take I love original spins on quests. I think that's so cool. All right, so who's around? Let's see. I know I've rated Eyes on B and Bitwizard fairly recently, so I don't want to annoy them again. Though I do like the frogs. Don't get me wrong. Um. Oh. Let's see. Brain Dead Rascal's playing Final Fantasy VII. I don't think it's a first time playthrough, but it could be fun to watch. Yeah, I think maybe we'll raid Brain Dead Rascal, because Final Fantasy is always fun. Alright, so I'm going to wish you guys a good night. Thank you for hanging around with me. I might or might not be on tomorrow. It depends on various things. So, if not Sunday, then Monday, probably. Alright, have a good night.